Crystal Edge Technology screens, Imperial Crystal Edge Technology screen products, and FLE-VT. I had to get down here early, around like 6 o'clock, because there was a major snowstorm coming in, and I'm thinking like, are we going to get this thing? Are we not going to get it? Because we got the screen already set up, it's coated. We are going outside in the snow. We got to do this. I always do snow demonstrations. And I'm not going to miss one up here. I already missed 3 major snowstorms up here. We didn't have anything ready. We weren't ready to go to do this. And now it is snowing up here, and we're getting a lot of it. I keep forgetting we live right near the mountains, so we're going to get hit either way. It doesn't take much. If I was down in Philadelphia, it'd be rain right now. But over here in Allentown, since we're closer to the mountains and the Poconos up in that area, we get snow like crazy, and I'm freaking loving it. So I've been dying to do a demonstration in the snow to advertise the weatherproof of this technology. I'm definitely going to do it out in the rain. I'm going to have to set the projector up on the porch and hit it from there because I don't want my projector getting damaged. That's the only way we can do that one right there. But anyway, still not all. We got snow. We got blessed with snow, so I'm so happy with this right here. Man, we get a chance to have a lot of fun with this FLE technology. So I'm on the monitor because I'm taking apart the mini projector that I have because it has a lot of dust and dirt in it. I've had it since for 5 years. I've never cleaned it, never really actually used it. I use it for some demonstrations here and there. But now, since we're going to be doing these portable projection screen setups, I can't wait to get excited in my voice. I want to go play in the snow. I love the snow so much. But anyway, since we have these portable projection screen setups coming up, it's going to be fantastic. So I have to be on this right now because the other projector, I had to take it apart last night, and I'm cleaning it out. Because again, like I said, I haven't cleaned this thing since I've had it. And since I'm going to be using it for a lot of demonstrations, we need to make sure it's running perfectly. Because the next thing I need to do is have a break and buy another one. All right, so I'm going to come out of my my slideshows here. I'm going here and pause my music here. I'm pretty sure hopefully that we're being cursed out again. Yep, we're being cursed out again, as always. But anyway, it's nothing new. We get this all the time. Anytime we show up an amazing technology, my really phone cord is always wrapped around there like that. Where did the phone cord go to? I got some videos I want to show you too because I did some pre-records last night because I did a couple of pre-records last night because we're there, get it done, get it finished, do a couple of pre-records to put on our page and stuff like that, so we can show it off. So I got about 3 pre-records to upload of the screen. The screen wasn't even thoroughly dry when we did the demonstration, so you can see it's much brighter because again, they get brighter as they dry. So it's thoroughly dry sitting over there running right now. And again, as usual, we got Jamie's very angry again in the morning. Wow. All right. Start the morning off with this guy upset and angry. I'm sorry, man. You got to go, man. Bye-bye. Let's go take him over here. We got a section right here for this. Here we go. I'm going to block you. In the morning already. You got to get a life, man. You got to get a life. I know you make these fake accounts up. You got to get a life. All right, so let's move on from there. I have to go over to the site because there's something I want to set up over there. We've been doing a lot of paint on demonstrations, so I do want to put a section in here for paint on demonstrations for our products. That's right there. I'm going over to our showcase page and put a couple new videos in. Actually, I'm gonna put a whole section in there for paint on applications. Let me see. Let's go to my pages here, and I'm going to scroll over to our page. We get that every morning. We get his little complaints. He gets upset and angry. He's bitter, but yeah, ain't my problem at the end of the day. Let me see. Here, over here. It's a shame for those of you who feel at the end of the day that our products are not going to do well. Our products have been doing well since the day I've been blessed with the ability to be able to design this technology. Nothing has changed at all whatsoever. Our next stage for our technology is to get it, and we're going to have it off online, but to get it more exposure offline. This is the reason why I sat there and rented. I'm renting 40 units to display our technology, and this is why we're going to be advertising our technology. You see my customer who has the 150-inch screen displayed to her wall, and this is her watching sports, you know, on her wall. Hold on for a minute. Actually, I should. This is somebody coming up. I'll put this down. This is a customer coming through. On her wall. So, with that being said, get this display. We can't get the whole thing display? Really? Can't. On a larger display. We can't get the larger display, can we? We should get that. Oh, I hate it when they do this in messaging. Why do they do that in messaging? It's a pain in the butt. Let me see. Let me go back over here onto my folders because I don't like to show my customers' conversations. Let me see. They're back in my folder. All right. I don't like to show my customers' conversations. I was trying to get so the whole picture blows up, but it wouldn't allow me to do it. Let me see. Let me see. Where are we at right here? Documents. Let's see. Pictures. Why can't I just go straight to? I have it posted to my business page. Alrighty, I'm just gonna come out of here and go straight to my business page. Lean this down for a bit, and let's go to my business page real quick. Here, and come out of here. Something wrong. Oh, something's always going wrong with you, Facebook. Something's always wrong with you. All right. All right, there we go. Here we go. Better. Okay, I'm on my business page now. I make sure that my customers are always well protected. Let me see over here. Let's go over here and let's grab this. There we go. So this is fantastic. If you have a sports bar, as I said before, you can have a massive 150-inch screen and your sports bar, and you don't have to worry about having a gray or a white screen. They're just not going to work at all, period. As I said, they don't pick up. We're going to be doing our splatter gray screen today. Also, too, inside, I'm going to be doing a splatter gray screen. We have a box. One side of it's already coated with white. We're going to do the other side with gray. Let me grab this real quick. Can't believe we're going to be outside in the snow today. Very happy about that. So that right there, that's what I'm talking about by installing our products into a sports bar, which I cannot wait to do. Let me see. I want to go over to our page here. I'm putting up a section in here for us. Since we can do, I'm going to do 2 gaming demonstrations today. And I'm going to do the gaming demonstrations on this screen right here. We're going to be using this screen right here for the gaming demonstrations, because I do want to promote our portables coming out. And let me see. I am going to do a pre-record movie demonstration. The movie we have for the outside, because we do have a couple outside demonstrations. I can put those in right now. This is a showcase page, by the way. Oh, we have to change this now. We have now for this, for editing text. Let me see. Why does this keep coming? Well, we can change this now. We're going to bring this up to, this is changed now to 24, which we changed the size of that. And let me see. I can't believe we got the snow. I'm so happy. Because again, I've been wanting to do an outside demonstration in the snow. And since the weather has been getting much better, I'm thinking, oh, gee whiz, we're just not going to get a chance to be out in the snow. We're not going to get that opportunity. It's going to get warm, and we're never going to see the snow again. But we got it. We got snow. All right, 16 ounce. This is a new 16 ounce. So for those you don't know, our 16 ounce and 24 ounce are now available overseas. All right. Let's see. I can't believe I want to get outside. What do we have for, okay, let me see, what do we have here for the text? I'm going to keep it up a little bit more. Oh, that's what we're using. Okay. I got you. Then it should be here. We should have the same thing here. What do we have here? Oh, that's what we have there. All right, let's go change you real quick to what you're supposed to be, because your writing is way off on that one. There we go. Change it over. And, oh, man, I cannot wait. I want to do, definitely want to do a fire demonstration. I want to do a snow demonstration, snow in the snow. Let's see, 106 inch, 106 inches. Can't believe we got snow. They were talking about we were going to get like rain. It was supposed to be rain until like 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, and 9 in the morning. And it's supposed to be around until like around 2 and 3 o'clock. We were supposed to get the snow, but no, we got that snow early, which is absolutely amazing. I'm happy about it. I'm gonna build me some snowmen next to my screen. I didn't get a chance to build a snowman next to the other screen. I'm gonna do me a snowman right next to the screen, little audience out there made out of snow. I'm so happy about this. I told you, at the end of the day, people's products that don't work don't get excited about weather. They don't get excited about bad weather. They don't get excited about doing demonstrations outside. They don't, because their products have to be in these dark medieval dungeon environments. I'm talking about not only screen paints, but even certified screens. Whenever you've seen Elite Screens or any one of those companies go running out in snow and doing demonstrations, no, they're not going to go out there at all, period. At all, period. Not going to do it. I like doing demonstrations in the snow because the light out there is heightened through the roof because of all that white. I love it. I love it, man. This time I'm going to take a ton of pictures. Well, I got a ton of pictures for other ones, but I want a bunch of videos. Oh, we can live stream. I could not live stream for Jack in the backyard because the live stream would break up so badly. And our live stream out here is clean, extremely clean. Thank you, T-Mobile. Because again, Verizon and Comcast, and I'm trying to advertise for them at the end of the day, but it is what it is. I have it. It works perfectly. And I'm getting a fantastic signal outside. So we're putting in right now updates for the new one, the 16 ounce, 16 ounces. That stuff has good coverage, amazing coverage. We're going to put a section on our page for panel demonstrations because we're going to do a lot spray on and roll on demonstrations. My next one that's coming in is I'm doing a white projection screen to share how easy it is to coat over a white surface with a paint cannon, roll on. But I would suggest if you're doing fabric, as I told you before, you're going to have to prime the surface again, as I said, because the blottyness to trigger off is how we're able to get those giant screens to have a perfect image without having it blotty. And you're going to have to coat that with primer or whatever paint you got today. It's just to absorb. That's it. Just to absorb. So we'll do one of those. And then we're going to do another one, which is basically going to be a spray on application. We're just going to string it up and spray it down. Now, would you have to do the coating if you're spraying it? No, you don't have to prime if you're spraying it. Which literally I should have that in there. Which now I got to update and put all that information in there because this is the reason why we run out of room. Because there's a lot of stuff you're supposed to know, but you're not being told. All right, let's see. Oh, we put that on already. This number is going to jump. The 1,000 is definitely going to jump. I'm planning to do way beyond this now because, again, I'm going to advertise this stuff big time this summer. I plan to be at a lot of events, a lot of business. We're going to have a business convention center. I plan to be in all of them with this black technology. The same spray on applications you watch me do outside and roll-ons, I'll be doing there at the show. Let me see. All right. All right, that's a specification sheet right there. It's interesting because I designed a specification sheet before the product was being displayed. So let's see how much of this we literally nailed. Which I told you, the technology is designed to do what it's designed to do, because that's what we engineered it to do. Right now, us, God bless us with that ability. Everything that I needed to have this screen do exactly what I need to do to show it off has been a blessing. We got snow. I cannot believe it. I'm looking outside. We got warm weather. We're in the 50s and 60s the last couple of days. Yesterday, matter of fact, I was in the short-sleeve shirt outside doing the painting. All right, so we put down on our technology. Come on. Let's be nice. Okay, we put down, we can get you out of here because we're done with that. And let me save this so we have this already saved. All right, let me see. Gaming applications. We are going to do 2 gaming applications today. Yeah, advanced color for gaming. Yep, got that already. White levels, heightener technology. Showed that off already. Demonstration. Let me see. Let's see. New FLE Gain, and we got that. Show that already right there. Color Mystery Cosmo Black. Let's see the game, which is technology, right? Blah blah blah. Front projection, of course, because it's not rear projection anyway whatsoever. Not until the new stuff comes out. We're gonna be showing that off too. The TV technology is gonna be showing that in a few before the summer. We know the stuff done for the summer. Let me see. That's the class. The class is an Alpha Black series. Front projection only. A number class, which is the 77. Ultra short though compatible. We beat the daylights out of that one right there. We did that inside and outside on ultra short though compatible. That's why I said at the end of the day, if you have a black product and your product's not ultra short throw compatible, you can't use the screen because again, majority of projectors that you will run into are going to be ultra short throw. Literally on ultra short throw. Especially if you're doing outside theater setups. Ultra short throw is extremely required because again, you don't run into the shadow puppet instance where you're going to have people walking in front of the screen and their image is going to be popping up. You're going to have kids there. They're going to be doing all kinds of shadow puppets and messing with the projector. And on top of that, in order to do that, you're going to have the projector up on a really high stand in order to watch the screen. Now, me, when I was in the back there doing the 250, I'm the only one back there. So I can sit to the side and I can watch the screen. But if I had about a good maybe 10 to 15 people back there, guess what? Somebody's head's going to make connection with the projector. A lot of people don't realize that. Yeah, people all the time are looking for the projector set up outside. And if I throw it back, I'm going to have people in the way. You're going to have to be able to build a stand high enough to set the projector on. So basically, when people are sitting down or moving around, walking around, the projector doesn't hit the back of their head. So it's got to be pretty high up. And then you might have to invest in an outer box. Just in case if it rains, you're not getting to that piece of equipment while it's way up there. You're not going to get to it in time. You can put it in an outer box. This all becomes costly. This becomes costly. So if you have an ultra short throw or a short throw, I'd rather go with ultra short throw, you can stick it right up in the front. That's it. The only thing is, can you get a 250 out of an ultra short throw? Can you really stretch it to that point before the screen starts to have some issues? Even with our black technology, we've tried it, and it is some complications that do pop up because you are stressing out the pixel capabilities. But short throw, you could do this easily because that's what they're designed to do. So yeah, it's interesting. But anytime I did on the deck, we did the long throws. I had to sit in one seat. I couldn't really sit in the middle because my head would hit the back. And when I raised the projector up higher, I had to have a lens shift because you have to shift it downward. Now, if you have a roof where your patio or deck is going to be at, then you can mount it there. That's what most people do. You can just basically lens shift it or direct it and keystone it in and do it that way. But all in all, easy way to do it, ultra short throw. That's what you're going to put ultra short throw out there. Very easy to do. And you just set it up and you're done. It's right up in front. And I had that set an ultra short throw when I was on the deck. It was much easier. I didn't feel like the projector was hitting the back of my head. It was fantastic. And on top of that, I got wires and cables and all this stuff running back and forth because of the projector long throw in the back. So yes, you're going to have to have ultra short throw compatible. Majority of the environments that we're on site with and walking around the building, not basically going into a building and just working in one section. I'm talking about literally walking around the entire building. That's what we did. So we got to experience what projectors would be needed in these environments. And usually when you have an environment where basically there's going to be a lot of people in that environment, long throws are not good to be used because, again, the shadow casting. And you don't want people walking into 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 lumens of light in the face. So you don't want that either. So the ultra short throws basically come in handy for all of that. Conference rooms, sports bars, the ultra short throw projectors are perfect because they can be right snug up against the screen. And again, you don't have to worry about anybody walking in front of it, bumping into it, or none of that nonsense. So that's why it's very important. So having a black paint, this is the only person right now who claims they're us. And I don't know where he gets it. This is delusional. You have his black paint. You're not ultra short throw compatible. You literally cannot run anywhere. Majority of people are going to bump into our ultra short throws. Even churches use them now. It's just right there up front. You know what I mean? If you're on a podium and you have a projector hitting, the screen's going to be pretty high up, and the projector has to be high up so they can miss the preacher and the podium at the same time. But if you have an ultra short throw, it can be right there, and he can be in back of it, and he can do the demonstration right from there. That's it. It is like a TV, but the problem is they can't react like TVs. They can function like the TV, but they can't react like a TV. So the ultra short throw is very important. So the fact that he has another paint that's gray that is ultra short throw, you failed right from the door. The minute you make anything gray, you fail. Because again, how are you going to run this stuff? You can't use it in fully lit environments because again, it doesn't work well. We can go outside right now with a gray screen. How well do you think it's going to pull right now in a star field? Not going to register. It's not going to run. You can watch Batman out there. You can watch whatever you want out there. We can wait till it gets nighttime and watch demonstration. It won't work. So you have already shortchanged the projector. So you already feel right there from the door. And on top of that, one of the biggest problems, and I sat there and said it many times before, your paint on application is a nightmare. There is no way in the world I'd do that at the end of the day. I can roll my screens on fast, just as fast as I can paint them on. Or spray them on, which we are going to be showing it off pretty soon. Let me see. 1,000 lumens. Well, we beat the crap out of that. We hit 50 lumens on this baby. That's why we're making the portable sections for these. Which, remind you, I got to put a whole, update the information here for the portables. Did I get that information? Where is that information at? There's a section for the portables on here. All right. We can spray it over fabric. Took a old dirty piece of fabric and converted that. We have to update this. This is now available. Let me see. I need to. Can you give me options to that, please? Thank you. This is now available. Yeah, so, you have to do dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of paint on demonstrations. Dozens, not just one or two, dozens of them. And this has to be paint, dry, and display. Can't edit. Can't edit the drying part, because the drying part is extremely important, because anything can happen when you're drawing your screen. Anything. It could dry uneven. Things could pop up. It could be a lot of things could pop up. It could dry the wrong color. A lot of things. So you have to see that part. So when you're sitting there watching the screen dry in front of me, you literally have to see that part. It's very important. They cut that part. You don't know what happened in between that time. So that's why when we were looking at the video, if you notice, the screen was gray. When he came back from drying the screen, it was black. And then when you took the same paint out of the same container and painted it to the smaller screen, it was gray again. There you go. So in the editing of them not showing you the screen being dried on camera, the screen was repainted black. Everybody in the forum site picked that up. Literally everybody picked it up. You watch the video, you'll see it. It changed when it came out from drying. So that means he repainted the screen black. Sheesh. This is why you need to watch everything. Nothing should ever be edited when you're watching a paint and dry demonstration. You need to watch the whole thing. All right, let me see. When we out in the snow today. Oh, ha, ha, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm already excited. I love being out in the snow. I love snow. Daggone, I need to buy my sled. I thought that we're not going to get any more sled. We're not going to get any more winter. Oh, but wait, we still got March to go through. I'm going to go buy me a sled. I can be going down a hill right now, man. Daggone. Where's the closest Walmart? I get me a sled. We'll probably get more. Oh man, I just thought about that too. On the other side of that hill, there's a lake waiting for me. If the lake is frozen, oh, you know how sick that would look on camera, and put a ramp on the other end so I can basically come down the hill, ski across the lake, hit the second ramp, and jump up in there and hit a pile of snow. Oh, please let the lake be frozen. Chances are it won't be, but still let it be frozen. Let me see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just, that's the only person who's basically talking about how he's the same as my product. No, let's forget that. No. My customers paint my screen down is black. I paint my screen down is black. I've never, in the 8 years I've been developing this technology, I've ever painted a screen down that came up a complete, I don't even know how that even works. That's crazy. All right, let me see. Let me see. Yep. So you need tons of demonstrations. We got to put a whole new section in here for paint on applications, because we'll be spraying over stuff left and right. And I do that too because sometimes I get people that will say, well, I sprayed the screen and it doesn't work. Man, look, let me tell you something. It's easy to do. I literally just painted in 3 pieces of cardboard surfaces. I'm going to paint up, spray a lot of stuff, spray and paint a lot of stuff. It's very easy to do. We do get some fussies. We get some fussies from time to time that come in and try to make it sound complicated. We do get fussies in. Everybody does with fussies. It's not hard to do. If my seven-year-old godson is going to be painting those screens and having fun in the day, I'm pretty sure you can do it. It's very easy to do. It's no hard to do instructions. Let me see. I want to get outside. My mind's on snow right now. Got here early. Got a chance to tread through it a little bit. And then thought to myself, man, we're going to be doing demonstrations today. Yes. I don't see people getting excited about that kind of stuff. They don't want to be out in the snow. Because if you think there's light in your house now, walk out there. You get snow blind. Oh, we got the yellow glasses for that, or sunglasses for that. You're gonna be out in the snow. Yes, now available. All right, we got that updated there. Any place else we got a date on here? We got a date. Where's any dates on here? And yeah, we got our usual hatred. Oh, we got to upload pictures on here too. Gee, we got a ton of pictures to upload. We got to update more pictures on here. Man, all right. Let me see. We got to do this bit by bit. Let me go over here and get my pictures from over here. Same thing I was talking about sports bars. That's somebody looking at this. Sports bars. 150-inch screen you can have on display. I plan to do a couple of them around here. Actually, two of them are going to be doing their screens for them. Let me see. Oh, this is what I want. So we're also on it now. We've done one side of this already in white to show you why the difference between a white screen and the FLE technology. Now the opposite side, we're going to do gray. I just haven't got around to it because we've been so busy spraying this and spraying that and getting this done and getting that done. We are going to be showing the cardboard surfaces we already sprayed. I got videos on the account I have to upload, but I haven't had a chance to do those last night. And then we got to be outside in the snow. So it's a lot of work to do today. That's why I don't understand how people have the time to send oodles and oodles of hate mail. You should be working. You literally should be working in your business. Yeah, I don't know where you get it from. Because if you see the hours that I put into my work at the end of the day, that's literally the same amount of hours anyone has to put in when it comes to doing any form of business. So I don't know where they're getting the free time from, but it does show. It definitely shows. I want to do this one with, no, I don't want it in there. I need it with something else. Where is the FLE pictures? Ugh. I'm getting me a snow angel today too. My dropping snow. Bloosh. Let's see. I don't know where to get the time at. I'm nowhere near close to. I can't even launch a new screen until I catch up to what we're doing here first. There's so much I got to do. And then next week, we're going to be working on the gunmetal technology because the other site literally has to be updated. That stuff has to be updated on that end. So it's a lot of work. Let me see. Where are you? We got to order more. We got the site on the other site for trash projectors. I got to go back over there and I got to order me a couple of cheap projectors to show you where they are just a waste of your time and money. Let me see. That's why I said if you got time to curse people out and send hate mail, then you got time to be online doing the demonstration against the gray paint. You have that time because apparently y'all got it. So go pick up the gray paint, put it against your products. As a matter of fact, for the other ones that you make, well, we can't even call it a black paint because it's not a black paint. It came up gray. But anyway, he could do a gray versus gray if it turns gray, or a black versus black. Literally, he could do both of them. But those products need to be tested under house paint. They have to be. Because again, consumers need to know what they are buying and what they are getting. They need to do those demonstrations. This is the reason why they got so triggered and upset with me when I was talking about batch numbers. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear it. Because that means they got it. They launched the problem for them and what scares them. FLE versus white screen. You see any demonstrations like I'm doing right now? Where I can go into my computer, we pull up tons of pictures and videos and stuff, and we upload them and edit and do the whole thing for our site. You see them doing stuff like that? No. You know why? Because they don't have any pictures. They don't have any demonstrations. They have nothing at all. So one of the most important tests, besides all the other stuff they need at the end of the day, which, good gracious, they're so far behind on testing, it's not even funny. You know, like I said, literally anyone could take them to court for fraud easily because they have no way to defend themselves easily, which we're doing because they have no way to defend themselves. But one of the things which is very important for the consumer is the fact that they need to see that paint versus other black paints or other gray paints. That's what they need to see. And if this upsets you, if this rattles your cage a little bit, then that means at the end of the day, your stuff isn't as tested as you thought it was. Because you need to have these tests. You should at least have anywhere between 10 to 15 or 10 to 20 of these videos on your account. They should be sitting on your account. As a matter of fact, I have the black versus black demonstrations, which we haven't had a time to upload to add to our page. So we're actually expanding the page now for the rest of the technology. All that technology that you see on our page that we're working on has to go through that test. So if we go through these tests, how come everybody else doesn't want to go through this test? How come we get so much snag at the end of the day at people complaining about how we're supposed to be the scammers, but we're the ones throwing out the test for you guys to do and you guys are running from it? Where are your tests? Literally. And I'm not talking about the paints out there. I'm talking about some of these certified screens too, because there's a guy right now on YouTube that's been taking everyday paints and he's been matching some certified screens out there. Where are your tests? Now, I know their stuff is tested to a certain degree, enough to pass. That's what it is. But for these house paints out here, these not house, these screen paints out here, how close does your stuff come to house paint? Because, yeah, that's a very serious concern. Because, again, the consumer is overpaying for paint. If you guys are going to sit there and cry and whine about how I'm charging too much for my product, then I can show at the end of the day where my product is at easily. We don't match any black paint. We do those demonstrations right there on camera with ease. I just painted that fabric in, took off my shirt, threw it up on the screen. It doesn't match. So where are your demonstrations at? You need to have these demonstrations. Consumers, when you're going out and you're buying a screen paint product, you need to ask the question, how close does your product come to matching house paint? You need to get that information. It's extremely important because it means the difference of you just paid the money for an overpriced, I don't need that one, I'll get the other one. You just paid the money for an overpriced paint that you literally could have went to Home Depot or Lowe's and did it yourself. And the perfect reason why you have to do this is because somebody did it. They actually matched the screen on camera 3 times. This is why it's required. Testing is extremely important. This person basically paints the screen, it comes up gray. Your black screen coming up gray. Your dark gray screen coming up light gray. That's never good. It's never good at all. And then the screen didn't even dry smooth. It was lumpy. It was gritty. It was grimy. You know, that's going to destroy your screen because you understand that's texture being added to your PVC surface. You want to jam your motorized projection screen? You add a lot of texture to it. You'll do it. You'll have no problem because the screen in a motorized has to lay perfectly flat as it's being rolled up into the motor. If anything is in there where basically it throws it off center, that means you're going to have an uneven roll. You end up jamming your freaking motor at the end of the day, and that's definitely going to happen. So that's why you can't have, it has to go nice and smooth with no texture. The fact that when you lift up that screen and you saw that skin kind of popping up on it and those craters, that's what's going to happen to your fixed frame screens and motorized projection screens. And guess what? You can't paint over that because all you're doing is just increasing the size of the imperfection on the surface. That's all. You're going to have to go in there and you're going to have to scrape that off. Get yourself a paint scraper and you're going to have to scrape that off. But the problem you're going to have is once you scrape it off, you're still going to have it uneven because now you're going to have a little crater there where the previous surface was painted and the other one's not. So that means you're going to have to scrape the entire screen. Does that sound fun to you? Well, that's why. Right there from the door. Why? Bad idea. Now, if he had properly tested his product before launching it, he would have realized this was a problem. He could have went in, he could have fixed the problem, but he didn't do that. You can't fix something if you don't know what you're doing. That's the problem. You guys literally don't know what you're doing. You can't fix anything. You don't have enough years in the field. I've been in the field long enough to know if I'm looking at something that's not right, that has to be fixed. You haven't been in the field long enough. Someone has to teach you so you know how to fix something that's broken. Let me see. I need this one too. So if you couldn't pick up on that the first time it reacted and you didn't fix it, then you don't know what you're doing. Paint a screen down. You should never, ever pass over a screen that many times with a roller. Never. That's just too much. It's too much. Oh, I like this one right here. This came out really nice. You want to take this one too. Load all these up. Get them in there. These are important demonstrations that need to be done. This shows the difference between your screen and a white screen. Because again, you're going to bump into a lot of white screens. And you have to show that massive significant difference. All right, there's our one right there. Let's go back over to our page. We have to update the page. Getting antsy. I want to be back outside. Let me see. Where we are here. There we go. That's literally how many pictures you literally should have. I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're nowhere near. We could put 1,000 easy in here with no problem. This is desk demonstrations, portable screens. This is the wallpaper surface. Right here, we showed off. Right here, we repainted that screen again to show you exactly. We can do the 16 ounce on it. And now we're going to be adding in the demonstrations of the difference between our product and a white surface. That's why I said those little bit of pictures that you gentlemen have at the bottom of that's nothing at all. Or we have so many pictures on our products at the end of the day, we literally have to build entire showrooms to display them up. There's not enough pictures to display what this stuff is designed to do. I got pictures on me taking it out the day outside. Oh man, I'm looking forward to that. Taco, you going out in the snow? I'll put you in your little bag. Where's your jacket at? It was in the boba bag, freaking out. He kept shoving it back and forth. He couldn't figure out what it was. What was coming down. He was trying to attack it. Let me see. We're supposed to be in pictures, yeah, but we're supposed to be in another folder. Where's the other folder for this one? Just add it. Let me see. So I tell them that what they should have, and this is something to educate the customer too, because the customer needs to ask these questions. And this is the reason why they flipped, got upset and get angry, because I armed the customers with information. You should be asking these questions from the door. Because again, what is the difference? And mess around and get ripped off. I mean, that's what happened to some of the other previous customers. Can you imagine you bought this product and this individual sat there on the phone and told you that this particular screen paint had all these amazing specifications, and then you watch him match that stuff to house paint in a demonstration? What is going through your mind at that particular time? I'm pretty sure you're not happy. You're not cheering for him. I think you're extremely ticked off because you were told something completely different. And you find out exactly how much money you could have saved if you just went down to Home Depot or Lowe's or any place at the end of the day and just got the same gray tone and did the exact same thing. Let me see. This one we need right here. All right, take this whole section. Upload that. We can update our pictures. Oh, we gotta put a whole section for basically for rolling in the screen. We're gonna do another surface coming through, fiberglass. It's gonna be clean, nothing on it. Just gonna roll over and be done with it, because I need it for on site. And we're gonna be doing the 150-inch acoustics. We're gonna be doing those next too on top of that, because I need those for on site. All right, these are all my pictures. Load it on. All right, got everything loaded up. perfect. Let's take this whole strip first. And add these in. They should have bounced there. Perfect. Okay, let's go get the second set. So your picture slideshow, you should be somewhere roughly around 1,000 or so pictures, easily. Everything has to be documented. All right. For new ones, let's get the second set. I just shot some real short videos because I want to put videos in for when you go to the site. You can see the videos. We're going to put the spray on application links in. So they're all in there. So if you want to see how you spray the screen in, that link will be in there like the other one. The link will be for outside, link will be inside, so you can go and look directly at the videos, or you just go to the showroom, which we have here, and you can just check out everything you need to see. All right, let's add this in. There we go. So those are already added in. That's done. There we go. Increase that size a little bit more. All right, let me see. That is the, oh, that's heightener technology. I explained what heightener technology is. The specification sheet. Okay, available. Let me see. All right, video demonstration. These are for movie demonstrations, which we're going to be doing next. That's why I have the players look like they're in a 235.1 setting. Let's see, your tickets here. This is for go to the site to order. Okay, gaming experience, movie experience. And then we have projector mapping applications. Oh, gee, I forgot we got projector mapping. See, that's what I mean. I don't understand how you have the time to send hate mail. You don't work. You don't run your company correctly. I'm just going through, just realizing how much more work I got to do. So we have 2 more applications for projector mapping. I have here gaming demonstration, one here, and I have 5 of those videos to do. Let me see. Do we have an outside application area? No, we do not. We literally have to put that in. We have to put an outside application in because it's going for outside. And I have to do a paint on demonstration area. Yeah. Let's put it in and get it done. I wonder if I have enough room. I literally I'm killing my website. I think I don't know how many gigs I have left. I know I went to 100 gigs quick. So let's see. Put a section in. We need a section in here for let me see. Okay, section for that. I would expand this though. I just put both pages at the same time. All right, let me see. Both pages at the same time. Get this done. This is going to be for outside. All right. So we got one in the snow, which will have the day, and then we'll have one in the rain. Then we'll have a couple of them done outside. And because I'm building the screen, I'm actually going to build a screen for outside. I'm going to build probably about 120 inch outside. We don't think too gigantic. Only 120 inch for display outside with the projector. We need a couple of demonstrations for that. No, I forgot. We're going to be on site. On site, there's a couple of places we're going to be at. We're going to be outside with projection screens. So I'm going to be out. I want a couple of those on there too. I definitely want a couple of those on there. So there's a gaming store down here. They do retro games down here. I gotta go check them out. All goes well, we're gonna convert their floor. The floor or the ceiling doesn't make a difference. Technology is gonna pick up in any environment, so we're good. It doesn't make a difference. But we're gonna basically turn the floor into a giant Pac-Man screen. So that's what we want to do. Pitch the idea to them. They freaking love it. There's an aquarium, a couple of aquariums down here. They do for the fish and all that. And turn that glass with that Aztec technology into a giant fish tank. Let me see. Outside. Let's get ourselves something for background change. I need a background change for this. Not feeling that. Abstract through blah 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 blah. I should just want right down the middle. And did it that way. It would have been much easier. So we're trying to find something particularly special. Let's go find something for our outside display. I can hear the song Let It Snow. Most people, when they see that much snow, all they do is cover up their head and they don't want to deal with it. Me, I'm a 5-year-old kid in snow. I freaking love snow. I'll be all through the park. I'll be all over the place. You could track my feet where I was at. First, I'll start leaving and crashing up the door. I'll be all over the place. Downtown is pretty fun. It's pretty interesting because the minute I pop out there downtown, there's people walking around all over the place because it's downtown, walking out of here. That's why I made sure everything that I'm working, everything I do is that walking distance. I don't really got to walk anywhere. I mean, I can start to travel anywhere because everything's within walking distance. I am not too far from here. And I love let me humor the naysayers real quick because you guys are hilarious. You guys are stalkers. You're weird. But let me humor you a little bit. First of all, I'm not going to tell you where I live at because you're weird. The fact that you asked me that question, I'm a grown man talking to another grown man, and I'm literally having this conversation with you, tells me your creep level is too high. You're too weird. You're too creepy. But anyway, creepy. Anyway, as I said before, any place I work at, I have a ton of my equipment sitting there. When I worked over at the smoke lounge, I had power drills, equipment, projectors, all kinds of stuff over there because, again, I can't be dragging stuff back and forth, especially if I'm at a farther distance from where I need to go and grab stuff. I had to do demonstrations. When I was at the carrying place, I had 4 projectors sitting over there. I had an ultra short throw over there. I had the Sony FH36 N30 was over there, and I had a Christie projector over there. 4 of my projectors were over there, including I had backup paint that was over there too. I had about a 5-gallon container of backup paint on the site, rollers, all that stuff was sitting on the site. Because I figured, what's the point of me dragging stuff back and forth? I'm like, I'm going to be here for a while. I might have set up base here, and that's what I did. I set up base. That's why I could move about freely in that place because I had everything I needed because I set everything up there. So any place that I drop where I'm working at, I have a ton of stuff already waiting for me to work from the door. When I had to be at my sister's house and I had to go over there and I had to take care of my mother while I was over there, I brought my printer, I brought my office, I brought all my equipment with me because I want to be over there. I had to work. So anywhere I'm at, I'm always set up. I don't do jobs where you get out and go. We usually never have those jobs where you get out and go. Majority, when we go down and set up, we're going to be there for a while. So yeah, we set up. The difference between this year, I don't have places where I'm going to be staying at. I'm going to have places where I'm going to be walking in and out of and doing short demonstrations and leaving. But I have to have a main place to go to pick up all my equipment to go from A to B. And since I'm going to be recording everything, it will not be at my house. It will be here, which means I can come here, pick up my stuff, leave out the door, run down, do the demonstration, drop all the equipment here, and then take me in the cat and go home. I'm not letting you live where I live at because you're creepy. We know what I'm talking about. And I will be taking you to court for that. On top of that, creepy individual. You're a weirdo. I got freaking text messages from him way back when I had my number up here asking me where I was living at. You're creepy. You're very creepy. Let me explain something to you about the LLC, which he doesn't understand correctly. When you apply for an LLC, the reason why my LLC doesn't come up anywhere because it was registered to my website. You didn't think about that, did you? Yeah, you can register them to your website. because your website is your business. That's what it is. It's your business, your e-commerce business. So you can register your LLC. That's where it's supposed to be at anyway. To your business. Now you registered your LLC to your apartment, which means you made your apartment a brick and mortar. Did you realize that when you did that? If I have a store, like a brick and mortar, then the business and all that, that's pretty much where I put all the company information at, right there, because that's where it's going to. That's the brick and mortar. But when you have a web base, it's different. You put it to your base, your web base. This is why when it comes up, you don't see any address or information on that base at the end of the day, because that's where it's registered to. But he registered it to his apartment, which means you made your apartment a brick and mortar, which means you made your apartment a place of business, which means now people have the right to come down and visit anytime they want to, due to the fact that you made it a business. You put your address up there as the LLC. You know, and read through your paperwork correctly before you start signing stuff at the end of the day. So yeah, you should have basically assigned it to your website. That's what you should have did, but you didn't do it that way. And then you'd even put it down. There's a section in there where you can make it public. You can make it publicly or you can make it private. It's up to you. I bet you your domain name right now, I can go in and get access to your domain name and all your information will pop up to your domain name. It doesn't pop up on ours because we pay the extra money to have the domain name concealed. Just in case we have companies that want to come in and basically they want to mess around and tamper with the domain, they can't do it. I guarantee his is open. So with that being said, you literally made your apartment your place of business, which means anybody can come down and visit you. And you can't argue it. You can't get upset at all, period. Because, well, no, I came down to check out his business because it says right here, this is where his business is at. You have it down as your mailing address and you have it down as your shipping address. Where us, on the other hand, we don't have it registered only on the website only. Which means if you basically pointed out an address that I was living at and said that this is where his business is at, we can prove in court that basically, no, it doesn't register in our address, it registers here, which means that puts you in the line of stalking. Which means you tracked down my address, figured out where I lived at, and then basically invited people to come down to come visit me to an address that was residential, not business. And this is why you're being charged for cyber stalking. People don't think. You got to think. You don't know. That's why I said there's a difference between when you're mixing paints together. You have to know, and any business you're going to get into, you have to know the business side of it all. You have to know all the paper pushing and documents and all that stuff. You have to know that stuff. If not, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble. Yeah, anyone can come down to his residency right now. Anybody. And if you're out there and you're being a hater at the end of the day, and you're causing trouble for other people at the end of the day, you put yourself at risk. You open up hell, say the word that Hell's Gate, but you open up Hell's Gate on yourself because you put yourself at risk because your address is out there for all to see. So that's what happened. When he registered his LLC, he registered it under his apartment, which should have been under his website. Now, can he go in and change this? No, because he has documents missing off it, very important documents that are missing. And yes, they are contacting him every day, reaching out to him, requesting these documents. Now that a year has passed, they're requesting even more. And it's only, like I said, a matter of time where they're going to put his account into an investigation, where they're going to dig around. They're going to find out, oh, this guy's been around for longer than we thought. Then how come it says this right here? And this is the reason why they're going to put it all together. And there you go. Yeah. Got an hourglass sitting over top of his head right now. That's why when you get those LLCs and documents like that, DBAs and all that stuff, EIN numbers, all that stuff, you really have to read this stuff carefully. Carefully. Can't just be jotting things down. And he became infuriated because we had an LLC. He wanted an LLC too. That's what he wanted. But the only problem was LLC in California is a little different than LLC in other states. They have a requirement called, I think, statement due date that pops up that they have to basically send in documents for. It's not really hard to do. It's not hard at all, period. Plenty of people, I know plenty of business people in California right now. It's not hard to do. Just you have to know what you're doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. I hate to say it this way, and I hate to put it this way, but if you can't spell correctly on your website, there's no way in the world you could read through an LLC document. If you don't know basic math, and I mean basic math, literally, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I'm not going to say things that are not true, but he doesn't know basic math. And for people want to sit there and go, oh, that's rude. And let me tell you something. He's been in the business for a long time. He's been in the business longer than the other one. So he's a veteran in the business. Only problem is you could be a veteran in the business and you don't know jack at the end of the day. Because if you were faking it the entire time, you didn't learn nothing. So I don't know how in the world would you figure out how you're going to get 2 quarts to go into a 300-inch screen. You know how big a screen that is? He's never even painted in a 300-inch screen before. Not even close. So there is no way in the world. That is virtually impossible. That is not going to happen. Well, how is this going to happen? What kind of magic paint you got at the end of the day that you're going to basically paint in a 300-inch screen? And then the way he explained it and broke it down, the equivalence of 3 100-inch screens. Again, basic math. This is stuff you should automatically know. That's something noobs do. When noobs are first starting off in projection screens, they usually make that mistake. He's not a noob. You didn't do the math there. You do know that, I got 250-inch screens out back. That doesn't equivalent to a 300-inch screen. And not even by close, not even. No way in the world. No way in the world. That's the case. Now, you're missing a lot of screen there. If he did his math correctly, he'd have realized that if you're 4x7 on a 100-inch screen, even if you basically put 3 across, you only have about 21 feet of screen. Your screen's 4 feet high. So where's the rest of it? You don't even have the length to actually reach that. So you're short there. Say if you stack them up, you got to buy 4s, you got 12 feet. You got the height? Probably no, you're not even near the height because 250s are about 11 feet tall. So you're not even anywhere near the height and you're not even anywhere near the length. So how would that even be possible? How is that equivalent to a 300-inch screen? And for those of you sit there and say that's not true, we got to document it. I back up everything I say. Nope. Doesn't know how many quarts go into a gallon. Literally sat there on camera and said that, that the paint cost him $37 or something dollars or $40 something dollars. 2, 4, 6, 8. Where the freak did you get off with freaking? Gee whiz! You should have stopped it at 4 if you're bouncing it by quarts. No. Basic math. Yes, the stuff you should know. I don't know how you don't know how many quarts go into a gallon. You learn that when you're in school. So, no, he's pretty much winging it. So if he's winging it like that, those documents that you have to have at the end of the day, he can't fill those things out. Now what's going to happen is the attorney that signed their name to the documents, they're going to be under question. Because they're going to go, sorry. Sorry about that. The attorney's going to be under question because they signed their name to the document. And they clearly can get out of that easy because they can say, look, I just basically signed it to acknowledge that he knew exactly what he was doing. They can get clear to that very easy. But yeah, can't rely on those documents. Can't do that. That's what will get you in trouble. I told you I made a mistake. One little mistake on the EIN number. One mistake. And IRS called me in. One mistake. And it's because when I filled out my EIN number, they asked me how many employees I had, and I counted myself, which I shouldn't have did, but I didn't know it at the time. I didn't know it. And I went down and sat down at a meeting, and they explained it to me, and I explained what happened and all. Matter of fact, my license was expired, so I came down to get another license anyway, and to deal with that. And I explained to them everything. They were cool about it, and that was it. And I asked them, where can I go get another license? Because I need it. And it's up on the top floor. Went there and got me another one. Wholesale tax license. But don't lie on your documents. No, yeah, right there. That's why he's, who knows why he's bitter. He's been bitter since day one. But we get a lot of snow. A lot of snow. Right now, somebody's probably wishing the opposite of what I'm saying right now. I hope we don't get a lot of snow. Now, let me see. We had a nice little countryside or something. Well, did we hit the top already? We did? Oh man, why is this always part takes me forever? I'm so choosy about my backgrounds. I really am. Yeah, you're supposed to register it to your site. That's what you do. You register it to your. Now tell people that you can get it now. See an apartment. Yeah, you can, but you're gonna have to work it out with the landlord because mind you, it's mine. That's he has an LLC under his own business. That whole apartment complex is his. He has an LLC, and you're running a business within his complex that has an LLC attached to it, which that could cause some problems. Now, if he's okay with it 100% and he's good with it, then that means that you've just registered your apartment as a brick and mortar, which that's something else too they're going to look into too. Was his business registered for online or did he register for brick and mortar? So I don't know. I don't even know if you think he knows what brick and mortar is. So, Mr. Fernando, if someone pops up on your address to come see you, you can't do jack about it. You can't even call the police about it. You can't say they're trespassing. Can't get nothing at all. Period. You know why? Because you registered your LLC, your company, under your apartment's name. That's what you did. Which means you don't have a right to shoot anybody or anything whatsoever. Me, on the other hand, oh yeah, I can, because mine's registered under my websites. Where if someone pops up on my property, you're trespassing. I got a right to discharge and pull the trigger on you. So, yep. What were you saying? Oh, that was done for the three. Oh, why didn't we use that one? That would have been pretty cool. Well, no, the other one's better. The other one's much better. It's much, much better. I think that was much better. Oh, deer outside. Oh, deer. Yeah, so those of you that you have eBay accounts, you can register your LLC to your eBay business, which I wouldn't do because eBay owns your business, technically. Well, no, no, no. If your business, if you do have, some people have brick and mortar and they sell on eBay, but then some people only sell on eBay. Which again, if that's the case, then eBay owns your business. Because if eBay decides at the end of the day they want to shut down your store, they can do that. Now, if you already have a store already, you don't have to worry about that because technically they really can. They're going to shut down your online part of it all. But if your business is solely based on eBay, then yeah, they can shut it down because you really technically don't own it. They own it. That's why you're just better off just getting a website because then the website is yours. You own the domain name. Once your domain name gets enough hits and enough traffic that travels to your domain name, you can take it anywhere you want and set up shop, and your customers would go there and they will buy from you regardless. You don't need the website at all, period. If you want to get rid of this thing, you can go to somebody else and set up shop over there. Your domain name is where they're coming to. So that's a good thing about it. But if you're at eBay, you don't own that. You can't transfer the rights of your eBay account anywhere else. It has to stay there on eBay. And you're at the mercy of their fees and all the crap you have to go through over there. Because I used to sell on eBay, so I know. That's the problem. You're at the mercy of them. eBay will penalize you. I don't know how bad it is now, but I know when I was selling over there, I didn't. I made good money over there, but my goodness, they freaking penalize you for just about everything and anything under the sun. And good luck fighting cases over there. I don't know if it got better, but man, fighting cases over there were a freaking headache because eBay had the final say. Now you had your web-based business, PayPal has the final say, but eBay was a freaking pain in the neck to go through. People, merchants would get ripped off, or and sometimes customers get ripped off. But majority of those things were designed to protect the customer and less on the merchant. It should have been equal. Around on this. Oh, where we need a background setting. I need something. What's this right here? Uh, that's nice. That would be perfect. This would be fantastic. We got to do a couple of hauls that involve for weddings. Wedding venues. Let me see. I'm missing my outside. It's about to be 9 o'clock. I'm gonna get out of here. Do. Let me see. Yep, you get your LLC, put it to your business, put it to your website. Do not put it. Well, I guess you can do the LLC. Then how would that even work? Then again, no, because then you have to have a domain name. You'd rather just get the domain name because the domain name is yours at the end of the day. I wouldn't do it LLC through eBay unless I freaking own a store that's attached to the LLC. Because at least if they snatch your eBay business at the end of the day for something stupid, at the end of the day, at least you have your store you still own. You can always set up a GoDaddy or someplace at the end of the day. But register it to your domain name. Do not register it to your apartment. Because again, this could cause a conflict, easily cause a conflict between you and your landlord. Because again, if you're running an eBay business, everybody's eBay business, they run through their apartments. Everybody has them. The LLC is going to be a problem. I'm going to get this right here. This guy. Blue skies. Do. There we go. Blue skies. I'll put down. Let me see. Oh, he's out there plowing the snow right now. That's Mr. Blow. But he's out there right now plowing the snow. Let me see. We're going to put down on this one. Let's see. FLE. Because we're going to do our portables on here too. FLE. Oh, I need to expand this too. We got to expand all this. Definitely got to expand this before we do all that. And we got to change it over to blue so I can see it better. FLE. FLE. Let me see. Come on. What the heck is that for? Come on. Don't be a jerk about it all. Outside. Demonstrations. Let me see. Change this color to. Oh, shoot. We got to do that already? Seriously? Why do I have to do that for that? Should not have to go through all that. CFLE. If I can get too much on that one. Definitely I can use a white. White's not work too well. We'll do it in black. I'd rather do it in something else instead. We don't have the dark blue. We don't have a dark blue. Let me see what we got in the slider. Okay, green. Green. Let me see. Guess we'll go to black. We'll do this instead. I can always come back and change this to what I wanted, and later on we need to get this set up now. All right, let me see. That's enough to drop a couple of layers in there. Let's leave you up here. I need to get you, make sure you're shifting right. There we go. Where's your divider at? Right there. All right. Let me see. We need to put in our video players. Where are you? Where are you at? Video players right there. Video players. I hear you. Oh, yeah, I'm about to tackle somebody in the snow. Somebody getting tackled. I only tackle people I know. I got people around here out in cool with. Like, getting first snowfall, you getting tackled? Whoever get who first. Somebody getting tackled. That coin, something told me. Go get the sled. Go buy the sled. Go buy the sled. Nah, the weather's warm. We got here in the 40s. We got the 50s kicking in. We're not going to get any more snow. Boom! Snowstorm pop up. And I should have known from us being up here, my sister, but some of you know we live closer to the mountains. Like any talk of snow, we're gonna get hit with it. Any talk of snow, we're gonna get hit with it. I gotta go out there and shovel anyway. It's already piling up already out there. Oh wait, I forgot. We didn't center this. This has got to be centered. Give me the text for this one. This has to be centered. Come on, give me text. I gotta center this. Let me see. Where's the center part for that? We gotta center that. There we go. So that's nice in this middle of the center. That comes up nicely. I'm definitely going to change that a little better, but without FLE outside demonstrations, I can come decorate this later because we got to be outside for demonstrations. We got our screen already done. I'm sticking my screen up there ahead of time. Have it sitting out there. I want it frozen a little bit before I do the demonstration. And there we talked about having your own business. This is the benefit right here, people. No driving in the snow to show up at a job. Ugh. If I want to decide to take the day off and just play in the snow, I got the option to do so. But this is an opportunity that I cannot miss. This is a great opportunity. I'm definitely going to take advantage of. I'm going to be out there in the snow. So out there, have a hot cocoa and play out in the snow. Let me see. Okay, that's done for this. That's for the outside demonstration. And let's see. What's the next one we got to do? Outside demonstration. Man, I was just thinking about that. There's another one we have to do. Okay. Oh, paint on applications. Paint on applications. That's when we've been doing a bunch of those. No. You did too much. You did way too much on that one. You got to come out of that altogether. And I missed my page. Got to go back down. Well, you got a date there? Is that a date? That's a date. That's not good. Take that date out. We're available now for this one. And for the comment, I guess the person was saying, "Am I freezing to death?" No. I used to do contract work, but anyway, this place is fully insulated, and I bought one of those butane heaters, the ones you attach to the ceiling, and yeah, all those. Yeah, I had that hooked up in here. I had 80,000 BTUs at around 200 and I think it's 87 square feet. You do the math on how fast it heats up in here. So yeah. Wasn't born yesterday. I'm pretty sure I have some survival skill somewhere in there. Not easy, not hard to hook up at all. Period. So yeah, I insulated the place, and it has a butane heating system in here already installed. I have to be back and forth to this unit, so I have to be able to work in here comfortably. So no, nice and toasty. See, can't see the carbon dioxide bounce off. No. Yeah, come on. I got building skills at the end of the day. I've built all those screens, environments, just about everything you could possibly think of, we put together. My goodness. If I sat there and had a conversation and asked you, how many cords of wood does it take to basically heat a place of 1,000 square feet for the entire winter? I bet you they couldn't even begin to even tell me. Mind you, math is involved in that one. How many cords of wood? How much is a cord of wood? How many cords of wood do you find in one tree, depending on its height and the width of the tree? And how many cords of wood does it take approximately to heat a 1,000 square feet house? I mentioned it multiple times. Depends on how well you obtain memory when it comes to certain things. That's pretty much mostly about the intelligent factor, is how much memory can you basically can you hold on to, put it that way. Can you memorize all this stuff? Because the more you memorize, the smarter you are, because you understand it. I mean, it's not hard to understand. It's just basic numbers. Like for every screen that I've ever developed, I know exactly every screen and how to build it, how to put it together. For all the chemicals and formulas that I've ever developed, I know exactly every single ingredient on how I put it together. Let me see. We got that change, but that available now. That's done already. That's a picture slides you put in there, on there. Let me see. What do we got here at the bottom? That right there. We got to put that on for the panel demonstrations next. That's driving me crazy. This is supposed to be. I hear people all the time saying, excuse me, saying that, well, you think your product's the best. I got a challenge for you. Find a screen for me. I've been looking for them forever. I've been hunting. I had to go over to Ireland to find something over there that actually was pretty good. But again, find me one. I'm going to get a P.O. Box account. And keep in mind, if you send, for the people that are creepy, if you send creepy stuff, we'll figure out where you're at. So don't do that. Don't get yourself locked up for something stupid. We'll give you the opportunity to send me something, to be able to find a screen that can take ours. Do the work for me. I'm tired of doing the search for me. I've been searching forever to try to find technology to match us. So do us a favor. Find us something. Because if you're going to brag about, I'm sorry, not brag. If you're going to talk about your product being the best, you have to prove this. So we'll give you the opportunity. Find me a screen. Maybe somebody will find me something pretty crazy. I don't know. And it's exciting. I like this. So find me something. So I'm going to set up a P.O. box. And you send that screen over there to us. You send whatever you can find. Elite screens, whatever. I don't care who you find at the end of the day. Don't make it gray because it'll get crushed. Forget about that. You have to find something way darker than gray. It's not going to work. Gunmetal technology won't work either. And you know what we do to gunmetal at the end of the day too. So that won't work either. But you're going to have to find something. So I told you, we've done all the tests already. We pretty much have got tracked down every black screen we can get our hands on. So again, we give you the opportunity. Find something. Now, if you can't back your products at the end of the day, for the guys we have to try to be nice, not call them gentlemen, try to be polite on that. You can't do that. Can you say that? Can you make that statement? I can. But you can't make that statement because my stuff can rip up your stuff pretty easy. Hey, I got stuff here, smarter screens, smarter surfaces. That stuff will rip your stuff up. I got a black diamond down here. That stuff would destroy your screen in a hot second. So again, you can't make that statement. we can. So instead of me basically, because I'm a very busy person, and taking the time out to try to track down a technology that can take us, we'll give you the job. You could do it. Find me one. I'm looking forward to it. And then we'll give you another challenge. Find something that can take in 100,000 lux of light. We'll do a gain challenge. Find me one screen that can absorb sunlight. So if we're very thorough on what we do, and we don't back down from anything, which means, like I said, if I'll go over to Ireland and I'll pick up a screen from there, then at the end of the day, I really don't back down from anything at all, period. And that's a very good screen. I'll give that much. It's a very good screen. It's not as dark as our technology, but it's extremely good. Whew, some of these certified screens, you better be lucky they're not based here in the United States, because it's very good. And the reason why, like I said, they can't make that statement. Jamie makes that statement, shoot, he'll get a slew of freaking gray paint at the end of the day. It will have no end to it. It'll be Network Gray 773, Bare Silver Screen, Slip Silver by Amazon. It'll be freaking Apple Barrel. That'll pop up. Yeah, it'll be so much stuff. He'll never make that statement. You can't. His screen won't pass the test. The other one, yeah, you can. Well, let's send over black paint, but the problem is that you can't beat a black paint if your screen doesn't turn black to begin with. If you start off the conversation by the screen has an advantage point, you do know your screen is supposed to be black, right? So that's the part that people were laughing about the most. And on the forum sites is when Wake sat there and said, well, this has the advantage point. You're displaying a black screen. If you were displaying a gray screen and a star field popped up, then you can make that statement by saying, hey, that screen has the advantage point because it's darker. But you can't claim to be a black screen and you basically are saying that that screen has an advantage point and it's black also. That doesn't make any sense. That means your screen's not gray and not black, it's gray. It has the advantage point because it's darker. It was way darker than your screen. So with that being said, no, your product came up gray. So you have to do 2 of those tests. Kind of like, you know what? Tell you the truth, honestly, you should just change your logo to 2 dice because you're kind of like rolling the dice on it. You really are, if it's going to work or not. So you just basically just go in and, because if it comes up gray, because we had tests already set up when it got down here. We had gray paint and black paint to do the test. If it came up gray, we had gray paint to put it against. If it came up black, we had black on black test to put against. Still haven't seen any of those demonstrations yet, or black on black demonstrations. So that means the entire time when you were showing off that Series C nonsense, it was gray the entire time. That's why if you look at the previous demonstrations that he did, he never did any star fields. He never did any contrast demonstrations. He stuck to high white colors, trying to fool people that a gray screen is actually black. And then when Wake came in there and did the demonstration with the black paint, yeah, his screen turned gray. So if your screen's not black, and all this on my desk is black, printer, table, keyboard, monitor, all this stuff is black. Everything on here on my desk is black. If I hit this thing with a projector all at once, all in the back wall, everything pulls to star field. If I show a white level, the only thing that comes at white is the screen behind it because it has that technology in the table because it's embedded with that technology and the wall's embedded with it. But other than that, yeah, advantage point. I heard that, I was crying. I was like, okay, does he know that all that stuff has infinity contrast levels attached to it? Yeah, so I don't know how you would go off with that one. How you would even test that one at all, period. First, you got to get the color to come up correctly. And then after all that, you go through, you got to basically figure out how long it's going to take you to paint the screen down, because that seems like a process on its own by itself that you got to go through. And then you don't even know what gain you have because it claims to have 2 different gains, but yet it doesn't show any demonstrations on how to basically paint in to get the first or second gain. No one said anything in any of the demonstrations, which I was listening for. If anyone was doing a demonstration, could explain the range gain, and no one talked about it at all, period. So it doesn't exist. You know, we just make it up as we go along. All right, this is going to be for outside, for our, whatchamacallit, panel test. We're going to need a lot of videos for this one. So we're going to have to explain this a little bit bigger. Yeah, you got to explain it. You go on site with people that I have worked with, and the first thing they're going to ask you is going to say, what does that mean? And you have to be able to tell them, what does it mean? What is a range gain? What does it mean? Because they are going to ask you. And not only that, customers are going to ask you about that too. You can't remove it, because if he removes it, then he's basically, everybody's going to notice that I was right. But I'm right either way. It doesn't make a difference. You can't tell us what it is. Let me see. Cannot tell us what it is. So I'm right either way. So we got options there. We don't got any options at all, period. He's always being challenged on it already. It's fraud. It's definitely fraud from the door. If it's not real, it's fraud. That's like when you see those commercials on TV that come with it claim that you're going to be to grow hair. All that crap at the end of the day. It's all fraud if it's not true. It's a scam. The minute you basically go in and you have money that's being deducted from your account and going into payment for this product, if they can't back up anything on there, it's considered to be fraud. That's what it is. So if you're making stuff up and it doesn't exist, then you get in trouble for that. That means any website that pops up can just make up all kinds of crazy stuff without backing any of it up. And you get ripped off because you believe in something that's not even true. So it's fraud. His site is committing fraud. That's why his site's under an investigation, because, again, he committed fraud. He can't back any of that up. Making claims that you're making chemicals, raw chemicals that are not over the counter, you're making them from scratch, that's a complete lie right there. You don't even have the facility, don't have the license, don't even have the education to work around chemicals like that. And one of the things I find funny about that one, I don't know why no one's figured this out, and I'm pretty sure probably, I don't know if people did or not, $60? Do you have any idea how much half of those chemicals cost? They're way beyond $60. Shoot, the hazmat suit you got to use just to operate some of that stuff is way beyond $60. Respirator, all that stuff. What do they call it? Decontamination unit. You're going to have walk through one of those babies. You got a decontamination unit installed. So that means any kind of hazmat material, anything that could be on your suit or anything, because you can't walk out the door with that stuff. You can transfer that stuff anywhere it goes and kill somebody with that stuff. So you have to walk through a unit that has to basically decontaminate the environment, and also to the suit that you're wearing. So you don't do any cross-contamination. So you got one of these units installed in the facility where you're doing all this work. And on top of that is like you're going to have all different forms of disposal units and license for that. You know what I mean? You can't open up a pharmaceutical and just start to dropping a medical waste into everyday trash cans. You get sued for that. You get fined and go to jail for that. So you're charging $60 for a product that the chemicals cost way more than that to actually have to make at the end of the day. And you have to have proper licenses and all that stuff. So he's going to be questioned on that. What do you mean by this not over the counter? Then what is it? Where are you getting it from? Yeah, you can't be making statements like that. That's crazy. Over the counter. Not over the counter. Yeah, right. Let me see. Paint on. Ugh. That's because he wants to make his product sound like it's different and no one else has it and it's special. That's what he wants to make it sound like. And it's not. I guarantee you, we get it down here, we can tell exactly what's in it. I guarantee, just by looking at the results of it, it has extremely bad coverage. If you can't cover a primer, then there's going to be some problems at the end of the day. So there's something in it that's basically causing the powder, black powder he has in there, and whatever he has in there mixed in there is not blending well. It's not poly. We definitely know, because poly would mix well with it. It's water. Something in there, it's water, because you can see the separation when it hits the surface. And same thing with the Goopity Goo, had the same problem too, because it had water in it. You could basically see the separation. I'd be surprised they weren't basically the same thing. But somehow, even with water, the powder would have mixed, because that's like putting Kool-Aid in water and shaking it up. It'll mix either way. If you take black powder and you put that in, even charcoal powder, and you put that into water, it's going to mix. So whatever he has in there is causing separation. Now, like I said, last time he called himself giving out a free spray paint product, he had body gel in there. I don't know why in the world you would put body gel, a Vaseline, an oil-like substance, and an acrylic base product. It just causes all kinds of separation and all that. On top of that, it makes the rollers really slippery and greasy. It causes tremendous amount of hot spotting. It's nasty. And the washing process of cleaning it is actually horrible. Paint on. Paint on. I don't know why you would deal with that. Oh, Bob Ross, I'm missing so much. Yeah, I don't know why. So that's just messy. Just messy. And I don't know why this obsession with water. Like they constantly put water in their stuff. The other fellow by the name of Phantom HD, or he called himself making a paint. He was using what's they call that stuff? Black Fox. Well, I know the color of that stuff. Black Fox is a kind of brownish. It's kind of a brownish black. That's what it looks like. Kind of a brownish black to it, and it's called Black Fox. Let me see. Black Fox paint by Home Depot. Let's see. Do I know my stuff or do I know my stuff? Bam, 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 bam. So Black Fox is a kind of a brownish tone. That's what it is. It's not quite black. And then one of the things I noticed that he mixed Black Fox and then he mixed in some pearl mica with some water and then basically put that in with the Black Fox. I guess he thought that the pearl mica with water, I don't know what, shaking it up to dissolve it better, and then basically putting that into the Black Fox would cause the screen to pull higher white levels. Gee whiz, you guys are so far down the ladder. It's not even funny. So this is where pretty much probably Jamie got the idea of trying to make our products. We gave him the permission anyway, and he took black paint and he took the same thing with the silver mica, same thing, and he decided to use the Dynasty paint and shake that up and put water in with that, and he came up with gray. And then they tried it with the Noor, and they still came up with gray because they kept adding water to it. So, gentlemen, this is what you were doing. You were actually expanding the reach of the silver. You added more water, and it's basically tipped the balance of the black, turning it gray. That's what you did. The other fellow, he used the Black Fox. Black Fox is not even black. It's kind of like a brownish black. That's what it is. And then by him dropping that silver into it with water, he also turned it into a kind of a light, kind of a mid dark tannish color to it. And that's why his black levels were coming up brown. You don't know what you're doing. You're messy. That's what you're doing. I've seen all these different mixtures. I've been around, like I said, before you guys were even thought of. And I've been to different forum sites and I've watched people put in all kinds of ingredients for all different types of mixtures to make these products. And I've seen the reaction to it all. So, to tell you that you are so far from the goal, it's not even funny. That's why I know you don't have any ability to develop black technology. You don't have enough years anyway. Got to have a couple years in there. What do we have for this one? Oh, almost about my time to get the freak out of here. I'm going to go down and go get this thing done. I try to give him some advice. It don't work. It never works. It never, ever works. They just get mad. Oh, that I like. I got that already in there, right? Can I get this? can I get this? Because this is nice. I like this. Come on, get out of the way with all this. Enough with it. Enough. Sheesh. But I hate that when they put that up there. Like, you want something? No, we don't need all this. You're doing too much. You're doing way too much. You didn't even request all that to begin with. Doing too freaking much. There we go. Perfect. That's going to go on quite nicely. I like that. That's going to go on nicely. That's us. That's our black technology covering the white with the new technology. But we do that outside demonstration. They're going to be bitter about that. Like, he's outside in the snow. Oh my goodness. I can't take this guy anymore. Why? Yep. Woo! Yeah! I can't take this guy anymore. He just keeps raising the bar. I'm making y'all work. That's what it is. That's why y'all hate me so much. Because I'm making y'all work. But you should be working. Should be excited doing demonstrations. Should be excited. You should be up in the day, at least have at least 3 or 4 demonstrations done. Let me see where we at on this one. You should at least have at least 4 or 5 demonstrations. I'm running around this back here talking about, yeah, I don't do 10. You don't do 10 videos a day because you can't back your product up. That's why. I can get your product down here, if we get it down here, and I can do 10 demonstrations on your product on thorough testing. First test, certified screens. Ambient light rejection, take you inside, take you outside. We got multiple projectors to have you on. We can drop you at the 1,000 lumens. We can drop you at 50s. We can put you on projectors at high venue projectors. We got everything here to run you on. Ultra short throw, all that. Black versus black demonstrations. You know how many black versus black demonstrations you have to do? You have to do one. How does black versus black affect ultra short throw? How does it affect on Pico? How does it affect on projectors at 1,000 lumens? How does it affect outside? Outside, you have to re-back it up all over again. Ultra short throw venue all over again. So you repeat everything again once you reach outside. That's just the black on black demonstrations alone. You know how many videos we would pull up on that alone by itself? Then we have to do a surface test because your product had a very hard, difficult time applying the primer. So we got a white wall. We got a wall that's actually gray to make sure your product does pull black. Well, a black wall to make sure your product pulls up black. We paint you to a black wall and you transfer to gray. This is going to be an issue for your customers. How much of your surface bleeds through a surface? So if I paint you on a United States postal shipping box, how much of that's going to bleed through? How much of that box I'm going to see on the other end? That's why we did different walls for testing. Splatter effect. Your screen is your paint's very thin. If I paint this to the ceiling and we put down a white tarp, how much of that's going to transfer to the floor and transfer to the side wall? There's a ton of tests we got to put you through. That's not even the half of it. There's so much stuff you got to run through. It's not even funny. All the certified screens we have to throw you under to make sure your product, you said, is actually more advanced than a high-end certified screen. We have to do white level tests. We have to do color tests. We have to do contrast tests. You know how many videos we would pop up alone on that? That's why I said your stuff is not tested. You're missing a ton of demonstrations. And there's a distance throw test. How well would your picture deteriorate at 18 feet back from a screen? At 25 feet, we've done 25 feet from a screen at 1,000 lumens. Then you got the white level test, which gets put you against all different forms of white surfaces on a low lumen projector at a distance throw on a high well lit environment. See exactly how well your screen's going to pick up once the projector's lumen count starts to deteriorate from the distance throw, and then how much light that's in the environment versus a white surface. Can you still register and read next to that surface without becoming too dark? And then the more difficult ones are the ones where we put black paint and a white surface next to yours, and we show a color level to make sure that your color level balance is perfect. So that way you're not coming up too dark where you're matching the black screen, and you're not coming up where your white level, your contrast levels are poor, where the white levels are basically, where your, not the white levels, but it's where your contrast level comes up too poor and you can't pick up color. You wash out. So you have to meet an overpowered white screen and black screen at the exact same time at 1,000 lumens at 16 to 18 feet from a screen. We could do that. We've done it. We have dozens of demonstrations on that particular projector. If you go to my YouTube channel, you type it in, it pops up with no problem whatsoever because we've done the test. Weatherproof. your screens have not been tested for weatherproof. So if I freeze that thing into a block of ice and duct tape it, submerge it in water, if I pull that thing apart on camera, is it going to deteriorate on me? You haven't done any of these tests. And the reason why you haven't done any of these tests is because you just tiptoed around the corners of it all. That's what you did. So that's why he cancels his orders. And you would have had dozens of videos popping up on your product easily. I have more demonstrations talking about how your product doesn't work than you have at the end of the day of your product actually having tests showing that it works. I've seen your test page. There's nothing on your test page. That's it. That's not a test page at all, period. That's a joke. You're missing a ton of tests. So I would have literally had more test demonstrations on your own product. You're missing a ton. One of the things you haven't done, again, that's definitely going to hit you for violations from the door. Does your product react to the knockoffs? So if your customer has a knockoff projector and he buys your product and it doesn't work, is there anything there to protect you? Because if not, guess what you're going to get at the end of the day? You're going to get a have not described. Unless you have it stated there on your site and showing through testing, this is the reason why we don't support the knockoff projectors, because they don't read on our products. You don't have anything in their statement whatsoever, period. Which means because you didn't do any testing. Taking the screen and painting it and sticking it on the floor in a poorly lit environment that's really making no contact with the screen, it's not showing at the end of the day that your product works. I don't think he wants to paint the screen in. The screen's too much of a headache to paint in. Let me see. What do we got for this? I didn't see that, did you? I was right there looking right at you. Yeah, we'd have more tests on him than his own product. You should at least have about 10 videos on that product already tested. That's why when I went into your YouTube channel, I typed in the particular videos, the same thing we run every day, and I went looking for them. I couldn't find nothing. The only thing I could find is PSP, portable products. That's all we kept finding. Nothing else. Did I upload that image? Yeah, we'll upload it from here. We got to upload it from here. I forgot to upload it from here. Well, let me see. We got to go to image. I wonder if it'll hit the whole page. So there's two ways we can do this to see it. Make sure it hits the whole page. There it is. Man, you should have had a lot of demonstrations should have been done. Oh yeah, I like that. Oh, I know. Oh, I got an idea. This would be fantastic for some wordplay. Let me see. First is first. Let's go grab. Oh, I'm gonna hook this up with something sharp. We're gonna do this. I like this background. This background is sick. We're gonna grab some. See how it disappears and it comes back up because the black splashes over it? Look at that. That's sick, ain't it? That's what I was thinking in the back of my head. That's gonna be sick. All right. I'm gonna change this header out. I'm gonna get something bigger. We're gonna do our paint on demonstrations. You're gonna be getting it in this summer. And for you naysayers, y'all can't go. We challenge y'all. I challenge you on every site that I drop on. I bet you can't repeat that same demonstration. And the reason why, because they talk a lot of trash. You only get two people that talk that much trash. There's only two people who basically make paints. The other one, so he made some paint called Silent Night. No, you didn't. I looked for that stuff. I couldn't even find it. Show me a demonstration. Post one for me, please. I want to see this paint called Silent Night. Solid Night. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Who names a paint called Solid Night? Gee whiz, you got one named after a gaming system, one's named after a freaking Christmas song. Gee whiz. You guys are just, you don't know what you're doing. You're messing with people's money. If you were on here and you were basically, doing this as a hobby and you weren't taking any transactions from people at the end of the day, then you're just trolls at the end of the day. At the end of the day, that's what you are. But if you're taking money from people and you're putting up PayPal shopping carts, yeah, heck yeah, your company's going to get challenged. You're committing fraud because you're lying about things that don't exist. Solid Night. I've never heard anything called Solid Night. And remind you, Wake, I've been here before you for you were making screen paint products. So I've never heard anything called Solid Night. And you're talking about it was just as better than gee whiz. I never leave that alone. My goodness. You're going to brag about your product next to a product that really can't even read a proper contrast level. And none alone can't even read a contrast level at all because the screen getting produced black at all, period. Yeah. I want to see your Solid Night. And I can literally hear the Christmas song playing in my head right now. This is going to be interesting because it changes when I put this in there. How far are we at? Yeah, I'm dying to see this Solid Night paint. FLE. Oh, that's pretty cool. Ooh, that spells something completely different. We don't want that name there. Man, can we hook it up or what? That's how you get it done, people. This is how you get it done. Let's see. We're going to have to expand this. This is going to be a big list. We're going to cover over a lot of stuff. Ugh. Bam! 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 Ugh. Ugh. All right. We about to head back out. I gotta go do something. So I'm gonna go walk around in the snow for a little bit. Get this finished. Go walk around in the snow, play around for a little bit. Me and Taco going out in the bubble bag. Taco got a little hat. He got a little scally with little ears sticking out. Get around, go walk around, play around in the snow. Gonna go right downtown, chill out. Let me see. Where's the video players at? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get myself a P.O. box. I want to make this announcement when I'm on site. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to challenge your technology, because I'm not. Why make it hard on myself? I got enough to do as it is. So we'll give you the opportunity. Find me a screen. Find me a screen that can take on our FLE technology. And of course, we're going to choose the best, which means the sun killer technology. Find me a screen that can take it. This is an ultra black. One of the screens we're designing is an ultra black screen. Super ultra black. And it can eat sunlight. So we'll give you the opportunity to find one for us. I've already done the research, but like I said, I guess what I say at the end of the day isn't good enough. So we'll give you the opportunity to find it. We'll give you 1 year. The reason why I choose 1 year is because, again, you have plenty of time. There's no excuses. You can find it, go hunt and find for it. That way I got time to work on other things, and we can give you the ultimate challenge. Find a screen that will take ours. I mean, you're going to be faced with a lot of freaking problems, and I'll tell you why. Any company that you go to and you mention who you're buying the screen, you can't even mention our name. You try to mention our name, see what happens. They won't give you the product. They won't even get, how did you even touch it? And you'll see exactly what we go through every time we try to find a surface or something to put against our technology. That's when I sat there and said, when we designed the FLE technology, we're going to have a lot of problems with people when they go near that technology. They're not going to want to touch it. So since people think I'm just talking for the sake of just talking, well, guess what? Now that's your task. Find one for us. And I want legitimate companies too. Something's not going to be worth it. I don't waste my time. Now, that shows at the end of the day that not only can we back our technology at 100%, but again, anyone who's claiming to be a scammer at the end of the day can't make this statement. Because again, if your product doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I wonder if anyone else is willing to make this statement with me. And I don't think you are. Because I could match your product to everything in Home Depot right now. Matter of fact, I got something sitting on the table right now that they're afraid to go near. They won't even touch the apple barrel. That's scared to death of it. Of course you're scared to death of it. That's how it will destroy you. Anybody else will make that statement? No certified screen, no company will ever make that statement. They can't make it. On top of this, it works out for me in so many different ways. Number one, that means I don't have to do the research, which is good because I've done the research already. I'm still hunting for a screen to take ours. So with that being the case, I give it the opportunity for you guys to go look for it. That makes it easy for me. That gives me frees me up for time for other things I have to do. So thank you for that one. On top of that, yeah, that's pretty much it. We got other things to work on. So that'd be fantastic. So I'm going to think I'm going to start doing that from now on. I'm going to give you all the challenges to find stuff for us to put against things we're doing at the end of the day. This will make things easier for me. Much more easier. It gives us a 1 year bragging right beyond belief when we sit there and say, just like I sat there and we put out one of the challenges, you know what the challenge we put out was a 1 year challenge? Put out a couple crazy challenges. One of the challenges that we said that people who use comfortable projectors, we gave them 1 year to swap out the projector for 600 by 800 720p and SVGA projector for 1 year. They couldn't do it. We did it. We have it right there. I did a demonstration where I started at 8 o'clock in the morning and ended at 6 o'clock all day. They didn't do that demonstration either. That was a challenge also. So another challenge I got for them. Requests for people to send you a screen that your technology can take out. Give them the opportunity for 1 year. Can you do that? And you can't do that because again, your products don't work. And if you're terrified of the products that we pushed out, which basically was Slip Silver, and the other, it was a Network Grade had another product too. It had something called Silver Mist or something. If you're terrified to go near those, then from the door, you can't do that. And you'll match every last one of those. He'll be sending you something. He'll be losing his mind over there. Like, what the freak is this now? We're not doing this. He's not going to do it. I'm going to do something crazy with my background design. I'm going to do it with, let me see. Can I change this? I can change this from here, right? I changed the border from here. So I'm going to change our border to white on here. And then I should have did it on the other way. And we'll bring it up to around, because I wanted to show a little bit. Bring it to 8. So it has a reappearing, disappearing on it. That's what I'm doing on that one. It's this. It looks pretty cool. These are going to be our paint on demonstrations coming up. I got a bunch to put in here. but I want to do something different with this page. Yeah, I accept that challenge. Why not? See, you guys at the end of the day talking about some stupid King's challenge, dumb nonsense. In order to get to the challenge first, I think a cancellation would help first, not to have one of those. I think you might want to start there first before you start talking about some King's challenge, dumb nonsense. I just want to entertain that crap. You sat there and said some King's challenge. Man, you don't forget, get out of my face with that dumb preschool nonsense. You're gonna race me to the edge of the block, or who went a whole day breath the longest. You don't test your stuff. What kind of challenge could you possibly give anybody at the end of the day? You don't test anything. Some King's challenge. Y'all couldn't even make it to the freaking couldn't even make it to the finish line. Hey, you couldn't even make it to the race. You didn't even make it to the race at that. Some King's challenge, dumb nonsense. I guess they call him the king or something. What are you guys, weird at the end of the day? What kind of clubhouse rules are you guys got at the end of the day? You calling him king at the end of the day? That's just creepy all the way around. Then the other one talking about testicles and a bottle of water under a sink. Gee whiz Louise, you guys are a freaking circus show over there. Unbelievable. But the thing about it is that I don't even know how you're going to get on camera and talk about some challenge when you have cancellations on you, gentlemen. You have cancellations. You have backed out of orders. So, yeah, I don't even know how that even got started with that dumb nonsense. You guys are freaking trolls at the end of this. That's what you are. Your products don't work. They're crap. And you're going to talk about the end of the day some King's challenge. Y'all ain't all together over there. Gee whiz. Hey, you're free. I come over to pull out my debit card to buy y'all stuff and y'all get scared. If I don't embarrass you, I just buy your stuff. Like I said, you just give me back my money. That's all. I watched Danny basically remove another state. An entire state. He removed it. My buddy was crying on the phone. That's why I got this guy call, and I pick up the phone, hear him laughing already. A state. He said, "Can't he remove the state? He said, the whole state is gone." I went to the site twice. It's gone. Now we got cancellations and a removing of an entire state, and he pulled this marketplace down. That ain't looking too good. So you're gonna call yourself being the king at the end of the day? What do you got? You got dethroned, and right now you're swinging from the gallows. Right now, that's what you are. Oh my goodness! Even your freaking army has turned into nothing but a coup. They turned against you. Gee whiz Louise. Calls himself the king. You're a weirdo, man. At the end of the day. That's just, who calls themselves? I don't even call myself a king or, we don't do that stuff. And that's just child. Oh my goodness. It's just people and them choking over this stuff because it's just downright stupid. I don't know where in the world you guys got it in your head that I'm on the same level as you. I think that's the problem we have here. You guys physically think I'm on the same level. You don't buy any of my products. Jamie bought one product from us. From the 5 or 6 years we've known this guy, and we've had $1,900 and plus. That's 19 plus. Now consider this stuff. We have the unboxing video demonstrations we've already done on his products. He's only purchased one item from me, and he has to go to court for that. He got messed up on that one, the batch number on that one. That's it. Danny has never purchased anything ever from our site. He wanted and made some false statement about how I canceled an order. I bet you won't make that mistake again, will you? Oh, you learned your lesson on that one. Yeah, a guy went in and made a statement saying that I don't cancel orders. So I went in and I bought your product so much that you pull your website down. You don't do stuff like that at the end of the day to me. Tell me at the end of that cancel. I'll make you cancel. He canceled 7 times, back to back to back. You won't do that again, will you? Don't do that. You're going asking for trouble when you do stuff like that. You don't challenge my company like that. And then after we got him to cancel multiple times and put the money back into the account, he got scared and he pulled his site down. So, see, ran around the backyard talking about me, basically, and you ended up doing the same thing to yourself and pulled your site down. And then shut his site down for a while. It was closed for about a couple months. Then it popped up. It was closed again for a couple months. That's why you heard me on camera, like, for goodness gracious, if you open up your website, can you at least have it open for at least a year? 6 months, please, at least. Couldn't even keep it open. He kept shutting it down. Yeah, and then he comes up with this other nonsense, this PSP crap at the end of the day, and this stuff is even worse than the other stuff at the end of the day, because they're only testing we see, well, not even tested, only videos we actually see is on the other paint, the original, the Goopity Goo. That's it. And again, Goopity Goo? Really? Sounds like Sounds like a Gerbil product, or Johnson and Johnson for goopity goo, for freaking baby food. Goppity goo or goopity goo or whatever that stuff it was supposed to be called at the end of the day. Goppity goo. That stuff turned out to be nothing more than a scam. And again, another painstaking headache of instructions to paint that stuff in to get horrible results. And then sat there and lied on camera and said if you paint the screen a fifth time, it gets slightly brighter. This same scam you're running there is the same scam with that range gain nonsense. Gee whiz. Goopity goo. Gaga Google, more like it. I don't know where you guys getting your head that I'm supposed to be in your category. Where are you getting this from? You think because you charge $60 for that, whatever paint you have, whatever, no one's going to touch that stuff because that stuff has no freaking, there's no testing. Customers don't know what they're getting themselves into. They're not trying to get ripped off. You consider the fact that the FLE technology, your product has been out longer than the FLE technology. I had more test demonstrations, more paint on demonstrations, more certified demonstrations, more projector demonstrations inside and out on my product than your product right now. And you've been out longer than me. That PSP has been out longer than the FLE. There you go. Product under the CINEMAX. That gray paint, that fake paint at the end of the day. Where's the CINEMAX been? Match the CINEMAX to any CINEMAX that we developed. Any demonstration. There you go. You're not even worthy of the name. That's why I took the name from you, because I said you're not even worthy of it. So we took it and made it better. Our stuff doesn't match house paint. There you go. Yeah, I don't make products correctly. Certifieds are no better. Certified screens at the end of the day do a lot of ambient light controlled environments, a lot of high powered projectors, expensive environments, rehearsed environments to try to make you believe that the screen's going to react as when if not. If you have a certified screen and you're gunmetal has a better chance, but if you're gunmetal, what's the color that we need? White. If you're basically a gunmetal, you're not going to pull an infinity black level. That's virtually impossible. And that's another challenge I have right there on the gunmetal technology that's on the market right now. Diamond and Elite screens and all you companies out there who have these gunmetal screens, hopefully you're not out there saying that your product pulls a black level, because you don't. You pull a shade of gray. That's what you read. So I'm going to challenge you on that. I'm definitely going to be taking you to court. I'm going to challenge you on that. I'm going to have my attorney reach out to you, because we are the ones who have black technology. We have the Infinity One. So I'm not going to sit there and let a gunmetal technology come in and say you have something that you don't, which means you have misled your customers. We can get you on this. It's funny how things come full circle. Diamond Technology tried to take us to court, gave us a cease and desist order to keep us from basically talking about our technology versus theirs. Now it's become full circle. We'll be taking you to court because you can't say that you pull a black level. You don't read it. I bet you I can win that in court. Can't read that. At the end of the day, you don't have the right to say you have an Infinity One. No one has that right unless you're physically black screens. Only have that right to say it. So the reason why, because if a whole lineup of black screens come out by other companies, guess what? They're going to take them to court. You can't say that. They have that ability. You don't. So you can't say that at the end of the day. You got to remove it. So what happens if you sit there and you say, okay, we got a gunmetal screen, it pulls an Infinity One contrast, and you actually then design an actual black screen? How's that going to work for you? So which one of those pulls the Infinity contrast? This one or this one? How are you going to chalk that one up? Either way, it's going to be a lie. The black screen is going to be the pull because it's black, but what about the gray screen now? We have a gunmetal technology coming out. I've never said any time when we develop gunmetal technology that I've ever said that it pulls an infinity. It can't. It's impossible. It pulls up a very dark shade of gray. That's what it pulls up. But it doesn't pull up an infinity. That's impossible. Only we have that technology. And he said, but the Series C don't even know how to turn black. It can't even choose the color black. Vantage point. I still can't get over that vantage point thing. Here's the vantage point. So let me get this straight. We get your stuff down here, and I put you against everyday black paint. On every day, we got tons of black fabric around here. All that has the advantage point over your black paint. Even my Amazon remote control, my cell phone over there has an OLED screen attached to it. My black battery pack for my battery bank systems. Everything on this table got an advantage point over your screen. And my black hoodie I'm wearing right now, it all got an advantage point over your screen. Because literally that's just what he said. And then you don't have a black screen then. Because you should have the exact same vantage point they have. All right, I'm going to change this over to the white one. This is perfect. Widen that up. I want to see the Silent Night paint. I think he just lied on camera again. Silent Night, I looked for it. Can't find nothing on it. Can't even find any customers on it. Nothing. All right, that's all done. Let me see how we want to do this. Oh, matter of fact, I'm going to save this. Okay, that's saved already. We're going to get the product down here. We just got to wait a bit. That's all. Because you can't spook him. If we spook him, he's going to cancel orders. He's going to start canceling orders. We'll get it down here. It'll be a while, but we'll get it down here. We got to wait till he relaxes. Matter of fact, me talking about it's a bad idea right now. Because if I talk about it, see how messed up this is? When I tell you at the end of the day how their products don't work, we literally have to sneak and buy this stuff. Because it's not. They find out about it, they get scared, and they cancel the order. So we have to wait on this. I mean, it'd be so much easier for me to just buy it right now, which I can't buy right now because he's scared. So what am I supposed to do? And you can't get mad about that, Dan. You can't get upset on camera and go, oh, he's lying. No, you are scared. We have cancellations. You pulled an entire state. You have pulled down your marketplace to keep us from buying your product. So why would your customers want to buy this stuff? Why would anybody want to buy this stuff when we can't even get it in the day because you're afraid? I literally had to use sneaky tactics to buy paint. Gee whiz Louise. We can't even mention it. If we mention it, he gets scared. I have never had money transferred to my account that fast. $160 transferred to the account. When we got the cancellations on him, we paid, you'd be paid twice the amount of his paint, right? It was $120. We paid twice the amount. And he kept transferring the money back to the account. Jamie's just as worse. He transferred $1,900 worth of money, $1,900 worth of orders back to our account, and complained and cried on every receipt. So at this particular point, this is the reason why when we go into form sites, we flash out receipts. Oh, yeah, they canceled on us in a hot second. We wanted to go get their stuff, and they canceled. They couldn't back up anything at all, period. This guy removed an entire... all that's up there. That's why no one's taking your stuff seriously anymore. So when you get on camera and you rant and cry and whine and everything at the end of the day, you don't have nothing there to show it. Look, I can come in here, I can talk trash about you guys all day long and say your products don't work, this, that, and the other, because I got the proof. I backed it up. I bought your stuff. You guys haven't purchased anything from me. You only purchased one thing from me, that's all. And the other one never bought anything from me ever. So I've tried to buy y'all stuff. I've made the effort, and guess what? You couldn't back it up. So I can come on here, call your product trash, back it up 100% that it is trash, and then come out here and design a whole new technology to wipe your stuff out and everything else that comes across it. That's the difference between me and you. Where all you guys do, you get on camera, you have this crowcast, you cry and whine about me all day long. That's what you do. Send me a couple emails cursing me out, some dumb nonsense at the end of the day, which is going to add to your court case. And that's pretty much all you do. Me, I can come out here, talk about how trashy your products are and how they don't work, design and build my website at the same time, add new demonstrations to my site, upload new pictures and new customer pictures at the exact same time, and then show off new technology we haven't had a chance to show you yet. So as you can see, gentlemen, not only do I come in and defend my company, but I also too am upgrading and advancing my technology all at the same time, where all you guys do is cry and whine because your products don't work. Oh, and I literally had to go through sneaky tactics. I had to go through that to get Jamie's paint because Jamie kept canceling our orders. Committed 2 accounts of post office mail fraud because he was afraid to send us out the product. Could have just canceled, but you can't cancel because he's already canceled already. I like how that comes, disappears, and it's not there. The paint on. Woo! Pretty cool, ain't it? Let me see. I wonder what this would look like on a fade in, but it's 9 o'clock. It's 9:36 already. Gee whiz, I gotta be out of here. Let me see. I want to put one of the videos in there. So we did a paint on demonstration. Did they pop up? The ones I needed. Let me see. We're right here. Over there. Over there. Over there. It'd be so much easier if I can just buy the product, bring it down here, do the test. Can't do that because they keep canceling orders because they're afraid. And I sat there and painted in that goopity-goo nonsense and sat there and said on camera. At the end of the day, he sat there and said that, well, how would he know what my product's like? He never tried to buy it. Again, you have short-term memory loss. Something's wrong with you at the end of the day, Rogers, because I got cancellations and we tried to buy your product multiple times. See, that's the thing about it. You guys lie too much. But I got friends that live in different states. They'll get your stuff. We'll get it down here. Now, one thing we'll know at the end of the day. If you say you're getting all these orders, you're not getting no orders at the end of the day. I'm going to tell you why you're not getting any orders. Because when we came into place to order the first time for your product, we were on your site for a couple of months. I was trying to get the black product. That's what I was trying to get my hands on. But when he went in the background and talked all that trash, I was like, okay, let's get his stuff down here. We go to buy his stuff. All his shopping carts locked. Every last one of them. We buy one product and all the shopping carts locked on the site. He wanted to make sure we couldn't get our hands on anything else. So I'm thinking like, wait a minute. We've been on your site for 2 months. And if you had one product in inventory, that means anybody that came in and placed the order, the site would have shut. That particular shopping cart would have shut because there's nothing in the inventory anymore. So we've been there for 2 months looking around waiting for the black paint to open up. So when I go in and buy the Vega, I pick it up, the site automatically locks. So you mean to tell me that I'm the only order that you got for 2 months because the minute we go to pick it up 2 months later, the site locks? Or maybe you got afraid when you see my name and address pop up where I bought your product and you knew you couldn't send it out to me and you locked your site to protect yourself. Just like when I told you at the end of the day, I said, look, there's no reason for him to lock the site because he's on vacation. People have their sites open all the time. They just handle the business when they get home. He's locking the site because he doesn't want our order to go through. If our order goes through, he can't ship us out that product. It doesn't work. He knows it doesn't work. It's a scam. So that's why he locked the cart, to keep the order from going through. Another cancellation would be pretty embarrassing for him because we have 7 already on him. So he has to figure another way to try to keep us from getting the product, to keep him from getting a cancellation. And what does he do? He removes his state. Now, I don't know why he wouldn't think I wouldn't figure that out. And this is why I said at the end of the day, Danny, you're not smart. This is why we don't call you, we don't consider you to be intelligent. And the reason why is because we're going to notice the state's missing. What part of your brain thought that was a good idea, that let's remove this entire state out of here, and he's not going to recognize that? Of course going to know. I ordered from you before. You know that, right? We placed orders through you before. And our state pops up. We click in, we put all the information in, and we order. That's it. So you went through getting on camera, talking all that trash you begin with, to end up removing the state to keep the order from going through because you were afraid. So that just makes me want the product even more. So now, how much more do you, if you got to go through all that to hide your products, they must be really, really bad. They must be extremely bad. And you don't have anybody else doing those demonstrations for the test. You only have Jamie and the other one doing those demonstrations. That's it. Because they will lie for you on camera. Anybody else would have painted that down. They would have started complaining about how the product didn't mix well, how it takes forever to paint down. As a matter of fact, Wade didn't even follow the same instructions you did. So I tell you right there. And basically how the product is not the same color. They'd have been honest about it, but you got people who lie. So, yep, it is what it is. So we can't, I wish it would be easy. I wish we could go down and just buy the product and go in and have it shipped here, but we can't because they can't back the products up. So we have to get other people to get it. That's how that works. Let me see. Oh, we done on all this. This is finished. This is done. Oh, splatter screen. We just splatter screens all the time. As a matter of fact, we're going to do a gray on black splatter screen today. Show you how gray paint is absolutely awful for anything. Anything. We'll even do some projector mapping off it too. Let me see. Where are we at with this? We got it. That's done. Oh yeah, we got to get our video right there. Our video. All right, let's go grab from our channel. Since we're the only one who has this, I'm just typing in 180 inch. 180 inch outside black projection screen. Projector screen. Yeah, that'd be us. Because we're the only ones with 180 inch black projection screen. That's why when they sit there and say, our products work outside. No, they don't. Your products don't work outside. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Let me see where we got to be at right now. Did a paint on demonstration right there, the 106, 16 ounces. 16 ounces. Not even 16 ounces. It was less than 16 ounces at 1 and 2 painting that screen. And that's the one I got right over there. Less. That shows you the coverage. The coverage right there. Let me see what we got here. I need to get fast and easy paint on demonstration. Paint down demonstration. Fast and easy. Get it done. Come back in here, okay? Let me see where we gonna put this out here. Fast and easy. But yeah, all that not at the end of the day. Let me explain to you. Here's what it comes down to. His product's not going to sell either way. It's not going to sell. Again, he's going to get hit with so many charge. If his product was selling, he would get hit with so many different words of chargebacks and now it's describe claims. Because again, like I said, customer painting the screen, it's going to say, how do we get this range gain? I would ask the same question too. And if he doesn't know what it is and he can't answer it, how is he going to help you at the end of the day if he doesn't even know? So that's going to be one complaint. Another problem, when you paint the screen in. So you paint a screen in at 100 inch or 120 inch and your wall is pushing through your screen, or you got a white screen or white surface and it's pushing through. As the gray paint did, push right through his screen. And you sit there and you contact him. He says, hey, look, man, I just painted this whole screen and I got freaking my wall pushing through. I got my screen pushing through. What's going on here? And he tells you, oh, you didn't paint the screen. You're just moving the paint around the screen. And then you put down the heavy roll and then the light roll. And they were like, nope, we're done. Because people are going to get spooked over that. And they don't want to basically father any damage that they're going to do with their screen. And that's where that's going to be a problem at for you. If you came in and told me that I was basically pushing paint around my screen, now I'll file a complaint against you. You mean to tell me I sat out there and I freaking thought I was painting the screen? Because that's usually what people go through. When you paint a wall, you take the paint out, you paint it on the wall. You're painting your wall. That's what you're doing. You're not moving the paint around just to get the wall wet. That's why you're going to get paint complaints filed against you. No one's going to finish that out. And then on top of that, the way your screen dried with that gritty texture to it, man, my fixed frame screen had that texture to it. Yeah, you're going to pay for my screen. You're definitely going to pay for my screen. Because you can't paint over that. That same texture is always going to be there. You got to scrape and sand that off. No one's going to sand their projection screen or motorized screen. And all that time to paint that surface in. Let me see. Let's go over here real quick. We got to put this one. This is the spray on application outside. Matter of fact, this is what's left over from the 16 ounces when we painted the surface. It's so relaxing. One coat, done. Danny, notice that it's black? My hoodie sleeves are gray. They don't match the paint. See that? It's gotta be black. See, my pants are black. All that matches. The stand matches. The product came up gray. So, little message to Jamie real quick. When you painted that screen in, the handles underneath that frame of that screen you're painting in, they were black. That's how what people saw. They saw this gray, they saw that black. You see the hand, you see my table, see how that's black? See my pants, that's black. See my hoodie? See how my hoodie's gray right here? Doesn't match to the table. That matches the table, cord match. Anything that's black in this environment matches that screen right there. So I'll clean that one on. Done. Grab another one. Look at the imprint on the box. Watch it disappear. Now, the interesting about that coating that's sitting in that cannon is it's thin enough to feed through a stain sprayer. A stain sprayer and a paint sprayer are different. The 590 and the 250 or 150 are different sprayers. 590s have a bigger nozzle for pushing up more thicker paint. That's what they're designed for. They're designed for painting fences and walls and all that stuff. The stain sprayer, on the other hand, is for spraying a more thinner or more finer coating. That's what that's for. So that stuff is thick enough, we can paint it down to a surface when you roll it on and the image can't push through, and it's also thin enough to run through a paint sprayer, a stainer, with a one coat application and an outstanding drying time. Done. Grab another one. Let me see. Third one. And we only have a little bit of paint. We got enough to push through that sprayer to finish. Oh, that's how good the coverage is. Now, the problem is your product is very, very thin. And that's the reason why the previous surface was pushing through. It married well, whatever you had in there. Painted the surface that was laying under the screen to show how easy it is to paint down to any surface. Look at that. Easy. Spray on it to come out like that.
Let me spray one of these in. So this one right here is a little too big, but I'm gonna get a smaller one. Spray on it to come out like that.
Go back and grab a piece of wood. Paint over that too. Make sure you get to the beginning. There we go. So for my customers, that are scared to be near a paint sprayer because, again, it's intimidating. Don't get me wrong. When I say this, I was myself intimidated by one too, also too. So I'm not saying in a way to belittle you. I went through it myself. I bought my first paint sprayer. I was like, oh shoot, like I don't know what I'm getting myself into. I'm used to ruin everything. And yeah, I learned. I learned along the way. But we made it so you don't have to go through that. So you don't have to feel intimidated by your paint sprayer. That it's going to be a very easy job to do. All you do is point, spray, and you're done. That's it. It's that easy. You just watch me knock out 3 pieces of cardboard, paint the surface underneath of it, and just roll over a piece of wood. That's it. It's very easy to do. Very easy. Because when I sit there and say that, I want people thinking that, oh, well, you just, no, because you paint. No, no, no. I had the 590 when I got mine. And it had a bunch of dials all over it and everything on it. On top of that, I'm thinking, man, like I had to learn all that stuff. You know, it was a very powerful spray. It pushed out a ton of paint to the wall and it bounced right back at me. And yeah, I learned a lot of stuff, but we made it so you don't have to worry about any of that. Let me go change this video.
Okay, people. Yeah. I didn't have any strings to bring out here. Nothing was snow. We had 3.
It's going to be snowing until 8 o'clock tonight. It's going to be crazy. Oh, there's going to be tons of snow. I'm doing my snowman army. My snowman army. Let me see. People who are jerks in the snow. Man, this actually really happened to somebody. These kids would build these snowmen, and this guy, they live out in a country area, would drive up on their property and run through their snowmen. So one year they built the snowman around a trunk of a tree. Yep, expensive lesson to learn to respect others at the end of the day. Towards vehicle up. Well, you get what you deserve when you do dumb stuff. That's the other one right there. Oh, that would be cool. Can we do it? Can we do it? I don't have enough paint to do it. I'm going to make a screen out of snow and spray paint it. But then again, people be all over my back on that. I'm talking about the environment, this and the environment. Yeah, but it'd be so cool to do. I wouldn't spray in the snow because that'd be wrong. That'd be wrong. But if I can get a screen separately to it, how would I do that? How would I go about doing that? Because I don't want to touch anything involving, oh, we could freeze it. Could we freeze a block of ice with this stuff? Oh my goodness, I got thoughts going through my head. There you go. Something else just triggered off of my head now. I'm thinking about now. Just doing something crazy. That would be insane. Could we make a formula to do that? A formula? I got to think about that. I'll see what God decides. Let me see. Now, some people sit there and say, well, what would you need something like that for? It's the same thing when we painted a ceiling and painted a floor. I literally had people coming up to my channel talking about, well, who would do that? Why would you paint it to a floor? Why would you paint it to a ceiling? You got to get outside that box, people. Stop being trapped inside the box. You think projection screens are just designed for walls at the end of the day? You ever heard of an infinity ceiling? Guess how much they cost in the day? You got 10, 20 grand laying around to put a ceiling in to look at the exact same stars every single day? Yeah, there you go. Or basically people use them for the floors. It's a nice, beautiful design to have koi fish running underneath your feet or being Pac-Man or any kind of game off the floor. It's pretty cool to look at and watch. On top of that, it looks fantastic in lobbies and showrooms and every place else we're going to have these screens that installed at the end of the day. And then with the interactive software, which will either connect the sensors to each end, it makes the screen touchable. I learned that from a company over in Australia. They actually shared some information for me. Gave me some information that I needed. In return, I helped them with the project. Let me see, we're going to rate this one right here. Did we put this one already? It's the outside, right? Yeah. That's why I said consider the fact that the FLE right now has more outside and demonstrations done than the screen paints that have been here for a while. So we got the sprayers. We got the roll on. We got the different roll on right there. Hold on for a minute. I gotta go down and get this right here. Quickly. What's this right here? Oh, we got a bunch. I told you, we got a ton of roll-ons. We rolled the daylights out of the thing. What's this right here? This is the crazy projection screen. Fast and easy. I don't know, fast and easy. Oh, Challenge and Partay's video, where he claims it took him forever. Oh, and the outside screen. I forgot we painted that one too.
Kind of lying on camera, lying to your teeth. What's that on with your game? No problem. When the day came up, he was a debit card. What happened? Moved in the entire state. And I went over that twice. I put that order through twice. It's not there. So.
Entire state? An entire state. Where did it go? We don't even know. We just removed it. Okay. Shoot. I might get lucky. We put that challenge out for anyone to send us paint. At the end of the day, we get the P.O. box, because if you send it here, we're going to charge you. But I get the P.O. box, and you send it there. Somebody's going to send me Crow's paint. I know it's coming. Someone's going to send us his paint. Please do. If it pops up, we're going to put it up. We'll put it up there. If your car pops up, we'll put it up there. But yeah, send us his paint. If you do, if you get it, send it over. And we want it sealed, mint, nothing used, nothing at all, period. If you get his whole head of his paint, send it over too. Now, gentlemen, to back to them, you can put the same thing up. You can say, hey, anybody can come buy our product and send it to them. Yeah, I got no problem with that whatsoever. I don't cancel orders at the end of the day. But keep in mind that our product is tested, does have batch numbers sitting on top of it at the end of the day, and we can take you to court on it. You can't take me to court because your product doesn't work at all. We've been down this road already before. So anything you say about my product at the end of the day, you say, hey, it's a scam and this, that, and the other. Mind you, gentlemen, we are going to court over this. So whatever statement that you're making and whatever statements we have, you still have to back this up in a court of law. And if you can't, then you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So we already know that behind from the door. So you can put the challenge out for people to buy our products and knock yourself out. Maybe it's a little bit more money. I have no problem with that. But we can back everything up. We do. Anyone can try to take me to court on anything. I can back up everything that my technology is designed to do. Everything I have in that specification sheet, we can back it up. But keep in mind, I hate to put it this way, if you're going to go down this road and be this person at the end of the day, mind you, you waste my time, I'm going to sue you for $500,000 for a counter lawsuit for wasting my time. Because we can back all this stuff up. I'll paint that screen right there in the freaking courtroom. No problem whatsoever. So again, you have to be to back this up. When we say your stuff doesn't work, it doesn't work. And you've already proved it yourself on camera. It doesn't work. It doesn't function. If it did, we would have it down here for testing. But we can't get it down here for testing because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You can't do this. See that right there? You can't do that. Oh, man. I'm bored already. When I talk like that, I mean I'm bored. I gotta go out. I gotta get out of here. We gotta go. Can't do that. It doesn't work.
I'm also too
Anyway.
doing a pre-coated acoustic screen soon. Be showing that off outside, inside, and whatever we're using that. Right now we're going to be showing off our technology. I did go in and review some of the other sites.
Man, that crazy, ain't it? That is crazy. You lose that much from your white screen. That's a 5,000 lumen projector. Can't even read on the white screen. It's not even registering anything. Look at that.
Gaming, shopping carts, all that stuff. Because again,
Now, when I get to the showroom, I'm gonna have this on a big display, like a 120-inch display. I'm gonna do the whole wrap around the white. Matter of fact, we're gonna do one half in white and one half in gray, and then have our technology in the middle. But yeah, that's how much you're losing. All right. How did that other one turn out? Let me see. Let's see. No, it didn't go through short. No, it did live. All right, I'm going outside. I had to go play in the snow. Toe, let's bag up. We got things to do. We'll be back in. I'm gonna staple my screen up there ahead of time so it can get nice and frosty. Because I want it nice and cold. I want my screen to be frosty. Frosty. If this snow sticks around till tomorrow, we'll soak the screen down in water and we'll ice that baby out there so I can watch Frozen off a screen that's outside in the snow while it's frozen. I just blew your mind, didn't I? I just freaking blew your mind. Hey, what better way to do a demonstration on Frozen than to have a screen that's actually frozen outside while we're watching Frozen in the snow? We'll get some hot cocoa. We'll go out there and chill. Yeah. So that's why I said you got to use the opportunity, gentlemen. When you have the opportunity to back your products, you have to take it. You can't be cowards at the end of the day. I'm talking to these naysayers, not to your customers, the naysayers. Opportunity gives you the ability to prove your product. If you run around scared all day long like chickens in an air horn read, no one's going to come near your stuff. If you, the person who's making this stuff, can't back it, no one's going to touch your stuff at the end of the day. You get on camera, you talk about your products being this, that, and blah, 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 and you can't back it up. Like for me, most people wouldn't even go out in that weather. Me? Oh, heck yes. I welcome that weather. That's the opportunity to show my demonstration off in the snow. Do you have any idea how many orders I got off doing the 180-inch outside in the snow? A ton of orders off of it. You got to take that extra mile. Can't run scared. If somebody comes to your site to buy from you, if it's me, my friends, or anybody else that comes to buy from you, what are you going to do? You're going to knock out every single state in your shopping cart because you're afraid to sell your product? Now we put that challenge out there. I'm going to get my post office box, get it set up, make it official, so people can send us products that we can put against our own technology. Man, that is the greatest challenge of all times. But no, you guys can't do stuff like that because you're afraid. And hopefully through this challenge, somebody may pop on your site and buy your stuff and send it to us so we can put it against our product. So that makes things harder for you guys at the end of the day, because if you can't back it up, someone's going to be buying your stuff to bring it over here to us. Because remember, you talked a lot of trash. Business is strategy. Do you understand me? So there are certain things that we could do to make sure we get your product one way or another. Sorry, Taco, I got to say this. It's more than one way to skin a cat. So if I can't obtain your product, if my friends are having problems obtaining your product, I'll put a challenge out there to make sure that, hey, you want to challenge our technology in the day? Bring it. Give it something that we can take that can beat our screen. And that means all the trash you were talking is only a matter of time before somebody picks up your stuff and sends it to us. So there's no way around it. We're going to get your stuff sooner or later, one way or another. We have to literally dig up the ocean to get that stuff. So what are you going to do? Shut your site down, block every order that goes through. What are you going to do at the end of the day? Because mind you, you hyped it up. You talked all this trash about how better your product is than mine. So since we put that challenge out for anyone to find something to take on our challenge, it's only a matter of time before someone pops up at your doorstep, buys your product, sends it to us. Because they could call themselves at the end of the day helping you out. Well, you know what? I'm going to help him. I'm going to get that product sent to him so we can shut him up, so we can shut his product. It's not that good. See where you messed up and when you backfired, and we know we can crush it because we can knock out certifies with these. You've seen our test demonstration, so yeah, we're ready. So yeah, we'll set it up, get the post office, start the challenge, and if you go over there and you buy some of that stuff, bring it over here. We'll put it against our products. Until then, gentlemen, you can sit there and say at the end of the day that, well, you could do it for, get somebody to buy your product. We've been to those already. You did somebody from England and all this other stuff, different countries, and you had people in different states try to do the same thing. And guess what happened? We asked them to ship it back. And when we asked them to ship it back, because the product is sitting on a batch number, it was tested before we shipped out, something you can't do. You can't do batch numbers because your products don't work. So we tell them to ship it back, and they argue with us because they can't ship it back because they tampered with the product. That tells you right there that we can back it up and you can't. Because you know that we'll basically do a live stream. They'll be embarrassed on YouTube because we can back the product 100%. All right. Well, you got yourself into a situation. So I think I'm going to start that one probably about next month. We'll put it in. And on top of that, again, this works so many different ways. Number one, I don't have to go out and search for any more products anymore. I can have people send us stuff and we can do the test from there, which will be fun. Number two, I can finally get my hands on their product because someone's going to send that stuff over sooner or later and we'll get our hands on it one way or another. So that's fantastic. And number three, we'll have outstanding bragging capabilities because we literally put one of the challenges out that no company will ever do. Y'all can't put statements out like that. Only we can do it. So that shows our products are tested beyond belief. Man, wait till the Spartan launches. My goodness, man. That screen is going to be a nightmare for certified. It's going to be a physical nightmare. Diamond technology, gee whiz Louise. Yeah, you have no idea. That Spartan, the AdTech, TV technology, all that stuff we're bringing out, that stuff is going to be freaking nightmares for projection screens. Fantastic for customers. They're going to freaking love it. But you people make screen paints, it's going to be your freaking physical nightmare. But I'm not in the field basically to team up. I'm not in the field to partner up with people. I'm in the field to basically to bring out a technology that's better than everybody else's, that's much more affordable. That's what I'm in the field to do. Mind you, all this, keep in mind, people, all this, these ripples in the water, people upset, angry over this product, this is just the paint. This is not even the physical screens, the ones that can eat the sunlight. It's not even them yet. This is considered to be, you see that RM? This is a medium rating technology. This is our white screen technology compared to the technology we're designing now for the TV technology. So you're terrified over this? Oh my goodness. My goodness. Oh well. Jocko, they're afraid of this? Really? Yeah. That's like fighting some huge freaking sea beast in the ocean. And you feel like this thing then wiped out half your fleet and just destroyed just about everything you could get your hands on. And you still couldn't take it down to find out that that was just the baby. That wasn't the mother. The mother hasn't come yet. Wait. You mean to tell me all that thing over there, that's the baby? Yeah. That's the baby right here. Wait till you see when the mother comes out. So, yeah, we're just right now, this technology is just showing you a sneak peek of what's to come. All right, people, I got to build snowmen. We got to build a Catman. A Catman made out of snow with branches for whiskers, baby. Branches for whiskers. All right. Don't they wish they had my kind of energy in the morning? They don't have that energy. You have the energy when you have confidence, 100%. 100%. Yeah. So this is the baby. Then the mama comes out, and then when the omega launches, that's the father. You look at the names of it, alpha and omega. That's why they got the names, beginning and end. Gonna go play in the snow. Yeah. 55 years old and I feel young as crap. I do. Ugh, man. I can't understand when I watch those Facebook and they show like when you're in your 20s, you hop over a fence. And when you're in your 30s, you're a little slower. When you're 40s and 50s, like you crawl over it. Who the freak is that supposed to be for at the end of the day? Are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. You can't run 5 or 6 miles and you can't basically hop a fence. You got problems on your hands, especially when you're at 55. You should easily be to do that with no problem whatsoever. Hoo-ah! All right, buddy, let's go. We got things to do. Enjoy, people. So the excitement at the end, because I'm hyped up. I'm always hyped up for challenges. I'm always hyped up for challenges. That's why at the end of the day, people that back down from challenges, you lose so much information. You lose so much information. Win or lose, you're going to gain knowledge at the end of the day. You just back down because you're afraid, and you should never back down. Take it head on. You never know. You may beat the screen. You may not beat the screen. You don't know. You know? You never know. But if you spend the rest of your life being afraid to do anything, then you'll never know at the end of the day. You have to take life head on. And a lot of people are like that. They're afraid. Can't be afraid. Take it head on. Who knows? And if you're not successful, at least you learned something out of the experience. So the next time you go in stronger, you go in better. Don't be a coward. To my naysayers, this is what I say to you. When we come to buy from you, be a man. And basically, let the order go through so we can do the testing. That's it. That's all. Then do our testing, you'll see exactly if your product, what your product needs to be worked on. Or you need to test it yourself. If you're too afraid to basically have us buy your products and you want to do stuff like that at the end of the day, that makes it worse for you at the end of the day. It doesn't make it better for you. Then you need to go back and fix your product. Make it better. Because if we can't buy it and we have a problem getting it, and we test our stuff, then no one else is going to touch your stuff. Okay, we got to get out of here. I want to go out and play. Weather outside is snowy.